ones when it comes out, it sounds like it goes and then
It's like a trombone.
I have really long ones or loads of little ones.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, they're funny as well.
The best ones for them is when you're either walking or running, especially up the stairs.
upstairs, yeah.
You do the little classic like when you walk on your toes upstairs just to get a little bit quicker and it's like
Yeah.
you never want it to stop, you're just like I want to do this all the time.
I went straight mad.
Let's get this going.
My eyeballs are on fire.
Got those blandy balls. Sweet.
I'm blinded by the smoke.
I'm blinded by the grace.
Sweet. We're good.
Welcome.
Everybody.
Welcome. How's everyone doing?
Oh, I love it. You have just tuned in to the Young Chum.
Late night magic.
It's a little late, stuff might happen.
What early? I don't know where you are in the world.
We don't know the rating, but it's definitely high.
Real high.
It reminds me of the Warriors.
Yeah.
I hope you podcasts out there are ready, because the chums are about to walk all over you.
Big jukebox, big 80s jukebox. Beating people up with fucking cakes, chopping them in half on their face.
We do have a long weapon.
That's what I mean. Put that in the freezer for a few hours. Killer man. Alright.
Imagine.
Yeah, that'd be full on.
I know that one.
That's a little study
That's our
one.
police truncheon, and this one's like
That's got some weight behind it as well. That. That's a
Yeah, it's a big club. Yeah, if you froze that, and I think if you club someone like that, you might be able to knock them out. I'm thinking like back of the head, like that would fucking kill someone. Man. Yeah, I can't wait to chop that out.
Carmen's Cake Zone.
Cake Zone.
Carmen's Delight, is it? Or Delight Carmen's Cake Zone?
Delight Carmen.
and it's
But
like
it
some
is.
Carmen's in it.
Special price, man. That shop is a special price.
Always. It's all gone weird.
Oh no.
Just job it out.
Your
So
browser
it's not-
encountered an error.
We're supposed to do a greeting, but it's not really turned out to be a greeting.
No.
Are we still live though?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
live.
It might just be because we literally just went live. Oh.
Your browser. I need to close your browser.
Close my browser.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's because it's...
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was two browsers.
All right. So this is episode officially
Number 10.
No, because we're one behind. So this is episode 11,
Maybe
maybe.
they don't know this.
Oh, so technically we're episode 12. That's what I'm saying, because the one I released was episode 9. 10 is still got to come.
Oh, right. So it's 11.
So yeah, and 11 was like the dead chapter that was forever lost.
Oh, right, yeah,
And so this is official 11, but actual 12.
Yeah. Right. It makes sense now.
There's been many a yums had. Let's
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
that way.
We're almost double yums right now, man.
Yeah.
So close.
We're double yumbers now.
Oh, the yumbers. Yumberly, yonder.
Give that a hard 8.
A hot cross 10.
Oh, the hot cross 10. That ball's got to go up there as well, because a hot cross 10 and a hard 8, like just literally like every the other number's normal, like 7, yeah.
Should have like quote of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Quote of the show.
Oh, that's an even better idea on my idea. We could have quote of the day, but it could be like one that we all come up with.
Yeah,
And then every week it's up on the board.
100%.
Oh, I want can we get viewers quotes of the days?
Yeah, get them.
Hello.
Hello, person who I cannot read.
Charlotte.
Hey,
Oh, Charlotte, how's it going, Charlotte? You good?
Hello, Lottie.
My hair's in a bit of a
Oh, you're telling me, mate.
mad one.
Yeah, he turned up today and he was like, I've dyed my hair silver.
Yeah,
It's
I
cold.
was like,
Looks a bit like Quicksilver.
yeah.
If you had goggles on,
Oh,
then you was going.
propelled by farts.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Little toot squeak.
Yeah, like,
Tooty.
yeah. You've got topics.
Yeah, let's bash our hot topics out.
We want the topics.
The hottest of topics.
The topics like the chocolate bar.
I keep finding money in my pocket.
Right, let's have a... Sorry, I've just got to reopen it again.
Nice.
Oh, I like it. We find a cheeky fiver in
I can find a few dollars in my pocket.
your little pence, you know.
Yeah, a little pocket here, a little
Pocket pence in there.
Oh, that's one of the best feelings ever, is finding money in your pocket.
No, the best one's like when you get like an old coat.
Yeah.
And you've not worn it for like months, and it's like 20 quid in it. You're like, Yes.
Yeah.
But you always find it as well. You have no money. You're like, woo.
Literally, I haven't had it in a while. But when I used to go raving loads and was like a little druggy raver guy. That was the same thing with that.
Yeah.
You get like old jacket that you haven't worn for a few weeks, and you put it on, and you'd be like, "Oh, I think I've got some money in here." Just drugs. And you're like going to like a wedding or something. It's just like, oh, but them on my shirt.
Yeah, but then you could be like, this could become money.
Yeah,
especially in the crime-filled town of Los Santos.
Oh well, you know.
Wedding's a crime.
Especially if it's gay wedding.
Yeah.
We got arrested for being gay, damn it.
Oh, we did.
Got thrown
The
arrested.
mechanic was very supportive of you do that.
Yeah, you know. He was playing.
Oh, supportive of us, should I say? He was he was a nice man.
He's trying to make us work. But yeah, me and Paul were playing GTA Online, and they got like specific roleplay servers. So we decided to be some super posh, super gay guys. And I was telling the mechanic about how Paul was abusing me and choking me out, and it was hurting and couldn't breathe sometimes. And he was just so chill about it. It was just like, oh, you guys work it out, it'll be fine.
He's a mechanic / counsellor.
Yeah, you know.
Top guy.
He done a good job, and then he done some weird dodgy drug deals, and then come back to us and was like, everything okay, guys? Literally, it was like...
The whole time I'm sitting there just doing my car, like painting it bright pink. Just like...
As a mechanic, can he actually like slide under the car and stuff?
No.
I can imagine him just sliding out. Oh, hey guys!
Say, do you like crash?
I've just got to sell some drugs, but I'll be with you in a jiff. You're gay? That's so cool.
No, it's like it's hard because as soon as you crash once, your car's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll come out and repair your car for you.
That's
or
some random guy did that to me as well when I broke down the car.
Fixed your car?
Yeah, literally just come out. And some random NPC was starting to fight with me, and I was standing on top of the car being like, leave me alone, leave me alone. And so the guy come over and he knocked him out and was just like, it's just like, so many American guys in that game.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's cool, man, it's just like some pissed NPC. It's just like, your car's broken, he literally just leans into it, and it's just like, and it stopped, it stopped smoking and I could use it again, so. It's like,
we are pretty posh.
well,
we're very posh.
Especially that Roger Tiffington guy.
Oh.
I mean, I'm talking 10 out of 10 posh.
10.
Maybe even 11s is out of 10, I don't know. I do love some 11s.
For some cheeky 11s.
Yeah, so we're gone. Mark, hit us up, first subjecto of the podcast arena.
Alright, I think going by my ideas for topics, I'm going to hit us off with guilty pleasures. I think
that's a good start.
That's a good one, it's a good one.
My guilty pleasure is being Roger Tiffington.
Yeah. To be honest, I do, since me and Paul started in Rocket League, it's probably not my singular guilty pleasure, but it's up there in terms of just like being a proper working class poor guy from Harlem my whole life. That's like, rather than people on the internet being keyboard warriors and thinking they're hard, I'm the opposite. I'm just like, you're disrespecting me, I just don't like it. Just stop doing what you're doing.
All the
Stop
trolls.
the trolls.
And just like, you're being super nice to him, but super posh as well.
Yeah.
You're just really naughty players. You're just really naughty.
We're saying some guys getting really wound up in that, and it's just like, spiffing job, gentlemen. It's just like, oh, fucking ball chasers, fucking dog. It's just like, oh, bloody good save.
Oh, jolly good shadow chap.
Yeah, man, I just love it. I think if I'm going to go guilty pleasure, one of them, and I suppose in certain communities it ain't guilty, but in most of my group of like friends and family and stuff like that, I would honestly say like One Piece.
Yeah.
Like, gaming is mainstream enough now. Your gaming used to be my one. Because if you're a hardcore gamer back in the day, that was almost like, you could just sit in your room and play computer games all day. Whereas now gaming's got quite big. It's a lot more accepted as being like a normal thing to do. Like footballers do it, you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. So that's not like my thing anymore. But I think watching One Piece, I've watched it for so long that I still like it and watch it.
Yeah.
But realistically, like, it's pretty much like a Japanese cartoon for
kids.
12-year-olds. Yeah, like, you know, like angsty kids that just like, go and fight him for your honour. But just because I've been watching it for ages and I'm not like, invested in the story and it's been going on forever.
Yeah.
I always just tune in and like, it's not like I'm old now and I'm watching it just chilled watching it. Every time I like read the manga episodes when they come out or watch the anime's translated, I'm just like, what's going to happen? No! Even though I know everything's going to be alright, just don't know me, man. Don't know me.
I don't know, Naruto.
Yeah, man. You do get into it, innit? It's the
anime. I would just say anime, yeah.
Anime is one, but Naruto and One Piece both had that longevity. It's one thing watching like a series, because anime series, a lot of them are quite short. A lot of them will be like 3 seasons. A lot of like big popular ones will be like 4 or 5 seasons max. and they'll be like really in depth, really good animation, really good story, or whatever, but they're not that long.
Yeah. And
But when you become invested in like a group of characters for like, I've probably been watching One Piece like
10 years.
Yeah, well, not even that long. I think mine was probably about 7.
Yeah.
But that's still like long, and it's just like all that time where I've just like all the characters have grown and got better and stuff, and worse and stuff. Something like
dies, you know,
lost arms and lost eyes and that, and you just like, you just feel like treat them like normal, real people.
Yeah.
That can like turn to rubber and shit.
How about yours?
I'm gonna say mine as one that I think we were all like
with Barbies.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
What the Barbies done?
I lost my Ken.
Oh.
Don't know where he went.
Ken was my rock.
My mum said he met someone else. He left household.
He went to Sydney. Surely just went straight to Sydney.
Yeah.
I think for me, like female toiletries.
I thought you said female toilets.
Yeah.
Like.
I do like using a sheepy. But no, like female toiletries, like for example, especially you, for example, when you live with Lauren and stuff, or a girlfriend or anyone. It's just little things like using their shampoos over your own.
Yeah, I
always use shampoo.
Just because it just smells good.
Yeah.
Herbal essences.
Little things like you might start liking their perfumes. You might spray it on you. Not in like a gay way, but like a
it
it smells so good.
Yeah.
But another one, and it's an interesting one, buying female deodorants.
I use
they smell
roll-on.
better.
I use roll-on. It's a man's one, to be honest, but I always thought that was girly.
Mm.
And then after I used roll-on, I was literally just like, it's just better in every way.
I don't like it.
Fair.
Only because...
What's not to like about this?
No, sometimes I've done it and then like it's rolled and then my hair's got caught in it. So I rolled with it, pulled it out. I'm like, oof. Real painful.
I mean, my thing is with it, I think it's because I'm like a bit ginger, I suppose, but I get that thing where like, especially if it's summer, I come out the bath and as soon as I've sprayed deodorant, especially antiperspirant, as soon as I spray it, I get like clammy, where it's like spray and stuff like that, and I'm like, I sprayed it not to be clammy, like what are you doing? Whereas roll-on, like instantly, it's also when you have deodorants that are like 24 hours, and it was advertised like Lynx Power, 24 hours, and then like if you're working really hard or you've gone to the gym or something, 4.5 hours later you're just like, Lynx Africa isn't meant to smell like BO. Like, what's going on here? Whereas roll-on, legitimately, I would roll it on, obviously, and then until I have my next bath, I don't necessarily smell fragrant, but it doesn't smell bad. It really just smells like skin armpit. Yeah. And I can deal with it.
Neutral.
Yeah, and you get a good like 3 hours of just like, smells like shore fresh. And I can deal with that. That's value for money. It's bang for buck.
I really hate the ones where you spray it and then it's like really cold.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
antiperspirant, I think. Because there was when I played rugby for Harlow, I only played for a little while.
Yeah.
When I was quite a bit younger, and I remember it was some kid's birthday, and they got antiperspirant and like sprayed it really, really close up to his nipple, and because it's so cold.
I've heard of. And he froze his nipple, right?
Yeah, and it just froze his nipple.
Thing.
Yeah, I think a bit of it come off, but I don't think the whole boob got like, you know what I mean. But it was just like the edge of like ping.
Well, I froze Mark's arm once at work.
Forgot about that.
And it went the weirdest colour red I've ever seen in my life.
Forgot about the colour.
Like literally like the Coke can.
I forgot about the Coke. No, I'm joking.
And I can't remember what, he showed one of the managers or the supervisors or something. He was like,
fuck.
Look at my arm. And he had this like weird red patch where I'd sprayed it. You know like the chewing gum spray.
Oh shit.
It was that, and I sprayed it within the baler room. And
I
was just like,
I remember.
On his arm.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, go on, do it, it'll be funny. And I was like, alright. And then it was just like really weird red. And I was like,
it's that attitude, isn't it? Like it's literally like we was watching that streamer earlier, and he said about, I think, what was the story? Some kid had stole his marble or something.
Oh yeah.
So to get him back, he just swallowed it.
Yeah. It was his brother.
Was it his brother?
Yeah, he had this fancy marble, and he wouldn't let him see it or anything. So one day he stole it and ate it. And then he started to shit it out, and he still got it.
Yeah, you're never gonna want that marble back, are you?
Yeah, no.
This is just as my favourite.
Put some
it's
coat on.
passed through my intestines and.
No. Just roll on.
Yeah.
Woo, so fresh.
Yeah, true.
That's a minty marble.
But another one would be like a difference between a male bath and a female bath. Like,
oh yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like gaying it up, like candles.
Lush, lush
100%.
bath bombs.
There you go, bath bombs.
You know what else is quality gay? Any sort of confectionery. Like, if you go to Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Oh, well, not the pink.
If it's
sprinkles.
pink and glittery and sparkly, it's going to taste fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas if it's just like plain glazed, you eat it and you're just like,
Place, don't I? Yeah.
Where's my pink sprinkles, darling?
I need my Roger Tippington.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think it's the classic. Because I'm like it with baths and that as well. To be honest, I'm a big bather in general as well.
Yeah,
we've got actually really decent
I can't
shower.
really fit in the bath.
Yeah, you are.
You need to get one of those the more like jacuzzi baths. That might be better.
And a big bath.
Or one of them really fancy baths where it's sort of like.
Yeah, the ones that are always in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And we can afford a big bathroom.
And you've got the tap on the side of the bath.
Great.
We do a crowdfunding.
No, we got to
Bathroom. Okay, crowdfund.
We really need a new bath.
Can you please crowdfund?
Oh, poor Yum can't fit. It's smelled for 10 years.
I don't get the luxury of bath bombs.
Those Ethiopians think they got it bad.
And I have not had a lush bath bomb.
Nah.
I mean, no,
they live on bath. They literally every day is lush.
Yeah.
Imagine if you lost your bath bomb.
brulee.
Swallowed it.
I wish you could have a shower bath bomb. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like, how would that work?
Just screw it into the top where the water comes
like
out and it'll be like rainbow fizzing on you.
Oh,
The only thing I can do is like put my foot on the plug, I'll block it up a little bit and splash my feet around in a bath bomb for a bit.
Yeah.
Or just like sit down in it, fill up
Luxury
the bottom
idea.
of the shower and then just have a little squat.
Yeah.
Or do a headstand and then you don't need a little bit of water and you'll be like, I'm submerged. I'm under the sea. Yeah.
Now, do you think? Sorry, this is a completely tangent. If you blocked up, because obviously we've got like a proper shower, like a standalone shower.
Yeah.
If I plugged up the plug hole enough and stood on it for ages, could I fill that whole thing with water and just be in like this little stand-up bath?
I think if you
Or would it
had...
leak out?
It's how much suction your foot could get, because the water pressure would build, and your foot would
Or would
need
it
to
just
be.
burst through the glass?
Honestly, I don't know. I think when it started to fill up a bit, you can probably get some pretty bad pain in your foot, because gravity is going to be wanting it to pull the water down, but your foot's stopping it. And I think with something that's like hard and plastic or metal, like most things are, it will keep that tension. And your foot would, but it probably like you'd eventually, by the time you'd even got it to like waist level and took your foot off, your foot would be like bulbous. You know what I mean? You'd have like a big lump.
Down,
it was all pulled down, and you'd be walking like. It was worth
the
it.
hobble for.
Oh man! Also, random just like topical news.
Yeah.
I don't try to be a hipster. I don't.
Then you do.
No, but
Don't try it. Just
no, but literally, but in this, I've realised it, and that's the worst part. But I just noticed it because my fucking little Sonic the Hedgehog trousers.
Yeah.
But I don't watch Game of Thrones. Didn't watch other stuff like that. Tried it and genuinely tried because people have said it's cool. I like fantasy stuff.
What's this, Game of Thrones?
Well, just generally, a lot of stuff that's like at the moment commonly like raved about.
Yeah.
I saw the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer for the movie and was like, oh, it might look bad. Actually, looks alright. Might be
It's
alright.
a weird human mouth. I can't.
It is weird. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it looks like it's going to be the best movie ever.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I wasn't thinking negative stuff. You know what I mean? And then literally every single other person is just like crying.
They're saying, that, oh, it's bad.
Yeah, saying how shit it looks and stuff. That's the opinion that
My thing is though, like, obviously a full CGI Sonic would have been the best thing, in my opinion.
But no,
But-
it looks like a man in a blue suit.
It does, but at the same point, CGI Sonic, like, what are you really gonna get? You know what I mean? Like, how can I put it? He looks very similar to the.
How you doing, Matt? How you doing?
How's it going, dude?
Hey, man.
But
Yeah, no spoilers.
the Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic the Hedgehog in the trailer, he doesn't look any different, in my opinion, than the Pokemon from that Pokemon movie that's coming out. Pokemon Detective.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
but
real
like,
life Pokemon.
I was going to say, because that one... Yeah,
And
I was about to say
that's not,
that,
they're not
CGI.
trying to make them look weird, and it looks the same thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to make a weird
it's just his mouth.
anthropomorphic, yeah. But if you look at the Jigglypuff in that, it looks scary.
Yeah, it does look scary.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a Jigglypuff. It's just that's how shit looks like when you try and make it like in real life. You know what I mean? But it's got Coolio in it.
They've delayed it. They're going to change it.
I know. I think they're going to make him look more like happy and whatever in it.
They're making more Sonic
Yeah.
rather than man in Sonic costume.
Yeah, but I just think Sonic's fucking cool. It's cool that it's like live action. I think Jim Carrey for Dr. Robotnik.
No, Sonic. We're talking about.
Yeah, Jim Carrey for Dr. Robotnik. Fair enough, he doesn't necessarily look like him at the beginning, but at the end of the trailer, it looks like him a lot. And he's just perfect for that role. Like, who else is going to play Crazy Mad Scientist better than Jim Carrey? The only person would be Robin Williams, and he's dead.
Yeah.
I'm watching it for a second, and it actually already looks awesome.
This is what I mean.
That guy is always the military guy.
Yeah, you know.
Every time.
But the thing is, it's obviously it's not taking itself seriously.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
is it filmed the same way as Pokemon? So it's just a CGI Sonic?
I'm guessing so.
Yeah. So it's like real people.
Someone in like a motion capture.
Is that
But it looks weird.
He does, but in my what I'm trying to say is that this got loads of hate, and that Pokemon Detective movie got no real hate from how the characters look. In my head, they look exactly the same. The Lickitung and the Jigglypuff and that look as wig out and as weird human hybrid as this does.
Yeah.
I think it just got some like unnecessary hate, and even just the trailer alone is better than the whole Mario movie that come out.
Honestly,
I've
that Mario.
you know what I mean, with Bob Hoskins. Yeah, I mean, just this trailer is better than that whole movie. And like, even if the movie is like, this is the best bits in it.
No, the thing is, I've not even watched the trailer because I heard all the crap. Like, oh, it's so shit. It looks so shit.
Look, mate, he does crazy shit. There's a bit of like, loads of missiles come here. Look, and look at the Super Saiyan ability of this. All these missiles trying to get him, and he's just like, fucking goes absolute god mode.
It's because he's got to go fast.
You know what I mean? I think it's going to be good, man.
Is it just got Sonic in it, or has it got the other characters like Tails?
I imagine this is going to be like an introduction one.
If
this does well, then they might bring in Tails and Shadow and all that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure Tails is in it.
Oh, it might be, yeah.
Maybe comes in like the end.
Yeah, like a little cameo. But usually, if stuff like this, they're going to test the water in it.
Yeah, they're about that main character.
I'd go see that, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'll give it a watch. Yeah,
and this is
I think it'd be better than it.
Sort of tangent slightly. The reason I like the look of that is the reason I preferred the Warcraft movie over Lord of the Rings. And I think I've got quite a high standard of movies when it comes to serious movies.
Yeah, okay.
If you know what I mean, like I like a lot of the gangster movies like Tarantino, a lot of the Goodfellas, all that sort of stuff. And I appreciate good, serious filmmaking. So if I'm looking for like a fantasy movie or a movie that's got aliens in it, unless it's done really, really well, like super well, I'd rather it be fun and carefree a bit more, you know what I mean? And a bit more CGI based than be like super taking itself seriously. I think that's another reason I never really got Game of Thrones into that too much, because it's very serious, you know what I mean?
It's less serious now. They're streamlining it a lot more because the books aren't written, so they're actually making the story up.
Okay.
Oh, what, the final season?
Yeah. But when I tried to get into it, when I watched the old episodes of it, it was very much like, it reminded me of Lord of the Rings, where it was like, it's almost rewarding people who know about the book. It's loads of stuff where it's just like, I'm from this house and I don't like that person, and like, my courtship isn't going to be, and it's just like, I don't care. I want to see dragons and zombies and fighting. And apparently, according to most people I know, that got talked about for ages, and it's only really come about near the end of it.
Yeah, literally,
You know what I mean?
War was this week.
And the whole other time it was just like, oh, he's cheating on him, he's murdering someone in his wedding. It's like, just drama, man. It's good. I'm not going to say it's not good. It's just, that's why I didn't like it. And I think if I wanted to watch something serious, I'd watch like Nightcrawler or something, that Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Is that the one where he's like a photographer?
Yeah, like he's staging like stuff to get. You know what I mean? And it's just like well written, really gritty. I can appreciate that, but if
I find the lower budget stuff is sometimes better. The story, because they haven't got enough money for like good CGI and stuff. The story will be a lot better.
The classic one for that is
phone call.
Yeah, take it, man.
Sorry, guys.
Take it live.
Hello.
Is that the president?
Hey? What? Did you say the police officers are the president? Yeah, I'm just doing a podcast in a minute. It's alright.
How you doing, Lau?
Yeah, Fraser said, how you doing? He said, you're alright. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I have a couple of ciders.
Nice.
Just some popular strawberry lime. You know, real shit.
Real.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Nice one.
I'm twiddling my moustache for that.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
Tricky.
Yeah, say bye to him.
See you later, Kai. See you later, man.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I thought he said the police officer's a president. And I was like,
yeah, that's what I heard, yeah. But yeah, so...
I am the law.
President. Yeah, go on. I think you was exclaiming something, possibly forgot.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So, I was saying low budget films, a lot of the time, because they'll develop the story a lot more than big, massive budget films.
Yeah, it's all they've got to work with, isn't it?
Yeah,
100%.
So they don't have enough money for like effects or
Or even just that as well, but even a movie that doesn't take itself too seriously, like if you take yourself seriously,
it ends up being shit.
Well, no, but you've got to nail it. You've got to nail every scene, every character, because as soon as it breaks realism, or as soon as you lose interest, it then becomes like tedious or a bit boring. I mean? And some things do nail it, obviously. Like, there's a lot of great movies like that, but if you do just make a fun movie, like classic Arnold Schwarzenegger, we spoke about him before, but it's like not a very good actor. All his movies have like really obvious storylines or whatever.
And
but
a massive Australian dude.
Yeah, but how many times have I enjoyed watching Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's just like the whole movie is just like killing people and like defeating aliens and shit.
Well, I was watching Avengers yesterday in 4DX, and there's a bit where this car rocks up, like it's Iron Man, rocks up to the Avengers HQ, and then it's like a big car engine, and it comes like skidding around, like stops. Then I look to the car. It's a bloody Audi e-tron, which is an electric car, which makes no noise, and I'm like, why is it? What?
Yeah, it's just that's what I'm saying. It's just bad Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're just doing stuff where it's like, oh, that will sound cool. Yeah. Not having any recollection to
even though
actually
some
having
people,
the scene.
Obviously, like me, like know that that's an electric car. Shouldn't sound anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's I find it's weird because it's the same with movies as it is in games, where you think if you just made a really good movie, don't do things that you think are going to make money.
Yeah.
Just try and make a good movie, and that should make a lot of money. Same with games, but they never listen. And to be honest, they're sort of right in terms of making money. Like talking about like Fortnite, for example, or Avengers and stuff. Like they're not bad games, not bad movies, but you can tell they're made to make money. They're not like it's not like someone's put all their love and heart into it. It's just like, how can we make more money? How can we make more money? You know, milking the cow kind of thing. But that actually seems to make more money than actually making a good movie. You know what I mean? Which is a bit of a shame, I suppose. But I suppose a lot of it's kids and young people are easily influenced. Yeah. So they maybe don't appreciate more of the complex, good shit, if you know what I mean, in movies or in games alike. I
can spin this round back to the topic as well. My guilty pleasure, probably rom-coms.
Fair.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd enjoy watching them. You can just chill out. It's like, put on like I Love You Man or...
Yeah.
Well, that's more of a comedy. But, do you know what I mean?
I think rom-com sort of is, isn't it? Yeah. I think the thing of rom-coms, they're
like Notting Hill, classic.
Rom-coms, this is a quote, this possibly could be quite the podcast, but we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling strong. But rom-coms are the movie equivalent of Friends. Like Friends, the TV series. Where it's just like, it's that proper, it's so chilled. Like, I never... Like Love Actually, maybe. There's like one part where I was just like, oh, that's a bit sweet. Yeah. But other than that, I just watch it and it's like, I'm entertained enough to watch the whole 2 hours. But never at any point, like, if someone...
You're not really attached to it.
Yeah, if someone was talking to me, or I could easily just, like, go make a cup of tea in the middle of it, come back and not be like, I'll rewind because I missed a bit. I'd just be like, it's a rom-com. Same as Friends. Like, Friends could just be on in the background. And it's, like, the most least offensive. You could just have it on wherever you are and it just be there, like... There's a pub, it's like a rock bar in Spain. And I was there with my friend Joe. And it was really weird because they just had all these TVs up. Obviously, like, silent because they had rock music playing. And they just had... Jackass, which was like, it was only a few years ago, so like Jackass was
finished ages ago.
Yeah, but it's like that's a cool thing to have in a rock bar, just like old Jackass videos playing. They also just had Friends just casually on a few screens. It was just like you just like see over the course of the night like single metalhead guys sitting more near the TVs of Jackass, and like rocker guys with their rocker birds sitting more next to their Friends. It's so weird. It's just like watching it all happen, just like this is how life works, you see. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some more guilty pleasures because I've got quite a few to be fair. I said One Piece. I would say anime and manga, but really I just watch One Piece. A bit of One Punch Man. Occasionally when Dragon Ball Z has another thing out, I'll watch a few episodes and be like, this is shit. But I watch it just because it's Dragon Ball Z. But I'm not. I know guys that are much more into anime than I am, so I'm not. It's still one of mine, but I have as One Piece rather than anime. I think another one maybe is. I'm sort of on Mark's one as well with the girly stuff. Like I like bath salts. Not in like the drugs, but just like putting the bath salts in, and it's just like even if it might just be hypochondriac. What's the thing? Placebo. Even if it might just be like a placebo effect. If I've had a hard day at gym or I've gone like had a hard day at work, I genuinely after I've had one of them baths just feel like just floating back to my bed. Like, I'm so fresh. So they're cool, but I think as a solid, proper solid choice as a guilty pleasure, I'm gonna have to go to fucking watching YouTubers that like just chat about random shit.
Yeah, like a vlog.
Yeah, like whether it's like vlogging or whether it's like there's like one guy who I'm like, when I first clicked his, because basically the way it works is with One Piece, the manga comes out in Japan.
Yeah.
And then a few days, no, like a day later, it comes out in America.
Yeah.
And then a week and a half later, we get it in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
And then I got so into it, I wanted to know what happened. So I'd watch American guys who review the episodes.
So you can watch the episode.
So yeah, I could basically, because they basically just explain what happens and they put screens up on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so that was my way of just like getting it a week early, effectively. And most of them were like really annoying because it's like American guys that are into anime, so they were just like, oh my god, and I was just like, oh, I'm still like trying to like flick through them and that to find someone that's cool. And there's a guy called Tekken, and he's like proper nerdy, proper cringy, proper like American, like he's like got loads of followers, earns like good money off YouTube, but still is just in his mum's bedroom just because he's just like, I feel safe here. You know what I mean? Like someone like in my opinion I wouldn't associate with or wouldn't do anything like that with, and he was irritating when I first watched him. Yeah. But over like 3 years, like I'll get the manga now, so I don't even watch. You know what I mean? I wait an extra week just so it's like fresh and cool. But I'll still watch his videos, and like he was the one who's doing that Pokemon Nuzlocke that inspired me to do it. Yeah. And it's just so weird that I've almost grown like a connection to some random guy. Yeah. That I've just like, because he posts a lot. You know what I mean? So like every day pretty much he has a video out. Yeah. And I've been watching that for maybe like 3.5 years, maybe 4 years, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just like, I think that's a guilty pleasure in terms of like, if I was to tell people like I'm telling you now, like, oh yeah, some YouTuber guy that I just watch. So it's close to stalking. Some guy I watch every day, like every single day I watch him pretty much. Like there'll be days where I go on holiday, do whatever, but if I'm at home, most mornings I get up, go on YouTube and I see, oh, he's got a video out. Watch it and be like, interesting. That's a good point. I think that's a fantastic point. I just get into it and it's just like, it's like almost like a little like, I'm not going to be as sad as to say friend, but it's like little someone I can relate to, always there on the other end of the screen. Yeah, man. And I think he was a good one where it was like, he's someone I wouldn't normally like, and I think if I met him in real life, not that I'd hate him or anything, but I just wouldn't get on with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But just because of his dedication and because we've got a few things in common and the fact that he's always got content, I've gone back to it enough times where I've just got used to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you'll have people that you've known for ages, like known for like 15 years. Usually family is a good example for it, and it's like you can't say like a random cousin, and it's just like it's not that you get on with them super well, but you've just known them so long that like you don't care. And you know what I mean? Anything they do is irritating. It's just sort of like, oh, that's just what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Oh. Yeah. And I sort of got that with this random. Random nerdy American guy.
I think that's a really good one though.
Yeah. Right. It just happens, isn't it? It's like you know, like it's just random. Like all the other YouTube guys that do One Piece, I'd get bored of them, or their voice would be irritating. They'd say too many cringy things, whereas he was just like he knows he's cringy and he knows he's like a nerdy guy. He knows he's like awkward, that he's like pretty much my age and chooses to live in his mum's bedroom even though he's got loads of money. But he knows it, and I think I like that honesty about him. I'm not like him, but I like the fact that he's just like, don't give a fuck. He's doing what he's doing.
He's doing well though.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
I kind of get it as well, because it's kind of like you like him more because he's so different.
And just because he's honest. It's the honestness of it. It's the opposite of why I don't like the classic Lady Gaga when she wore that dress of meat. And it's become like iconic now, and it's just like that's trying too hard. I liked Lee Evans loads when I was younger. Like the stand-up comedian Lee Evans. But as I get older, it's like he's trying so hard to be funny. He's still funny. I'm not saying he's a funny guy. I'll shake his hand if I met him. Like I'll probably get an autograph, whatever. Like he's cool. But as like comedians now, I don't laugh half as hard as him as I do at other guys, because he's very much almost like Charlie Chaplin, where he's like, oh, I'm doing funny stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just like, and it's cool, but it's like he's trying too hard. Whereas like some guy could just be like on the microphone with a cigarette and a beer, and just saying the realest funny shit. Like saying some stuff that's really relatable and really.
It's
funny.
like that guy who said about he went to Russia. And he was like in the Russian mafia.
Oh, you're talking about fucking the machine.
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, the machine. Yeah, the machine.
That's what I'm saying, but that's so funny because it just builds for ages. And every little bit, like it'll be like telling a story, really funny, telling a story, really funny. And then when you look at something like, I'm going to use like Lee Evans as again as an example, but it's very like it's slapstick. It's very like, I'm doing this. Like he's like he's playing the role of a comedian. It almost makes me feel like holiday, like when you go to like Butlins.
Ah, yeah.
Just that style, like,
cheesy.
Lee Evans is the epitome of that and the god of that, and he's like good because of it. Yeah. But it's that same style.
Yeah, it's like you go to Butlins and it's like, you're on holiday now. Oh, we're on holiday.
Time to have
your holiday.
Time to have holiday fun.
Yeah. It's like, no, I want to come and chill out.
I just want to have some regular fun. You're not allowed.
No, this is holiday.
You've come to our town. Our Cavemen. You're having holiday. No, but yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah. No.
What other suburbs have we got to turn in context?
Alright, so I think next one. Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm looking at 2.
Slam them both out.
Pretty fucking awesome. So one of them could be diet and exercise. And the other one would be how to handle criticism. So like...
Alright. I think... I'll go with the criticism one, because I think that's a bit harder to talk about. Diet and exercise, like...
Yeah.
I don't do diet and exercise.
Yeah.
You can sort of get it though.
I mean, I used to go to the gym like every night.
I feel like diet and exercise is very much about. It is about changing your life. So it's about changing the way you look.
Also, and it also makes you feel better because you think, because you're getting more happy with the way you look.
But me personally, I like the dedication side of it because the thing is, you see so many people with like really good bodies nowadays to a point where you don't appreciate how hard it was for them to get that far.
My thing is with this, I was actually talking to this about this with Brandon. And basically, everyone, it's just like it's a norm now because everyone does it.
That's my point, yeah.
And I choose not to go to the gym now to be different.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, loads of girls like dad bods or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And it's just that's the exact thing. It's almost
everyone's
like a rockstar approach.
Like you go to like a nightclub, everyone's like...
literally busting out their shirts.
Yeah, it's just like...
Well, to be honest, that's a classic white guy thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, get a tribal tattoo and buy a shirt that's one size too small for you.
Yeah. It's just muscle fit, don't they?
Well, yeah, exactly, muscle fit, but it's basically one size too small.
And literally all it is just right here.
I'm the complete opposite, where it's just like, when I buy a t-shirt, I'll buy one a bit too baggy, because I know once I put it through the tumble dryer a few times, it won't fit me anymore.
The thing is as well,
it's almost like I used to take the piss out. I used to like, get angry at my mum, and she's just like, you'll grow into it.
Yeah.
Now I'm older, I'm just like, I'll grow into it.
No, the thing is as well, I was saying to Brandon, like, and all the guys who look like that, it's not practical strength that they've gained.
No, of course not.
For looks. So I said, because literally,
that's a good one.
The thing is, all they're doing is they're doing squats or they're doing.
But the classic one's bicep curls.
Yeah, and it's
because
like,
everyone wants the bicep, innit? So you get in the gym and you see a guy. You like do the treadmill, then you do some squats, and I'll do like an hour and a half of boxing, and in that whole time, these guys have just been like.
And the thing is, my thing was as well, it doesn't help in life.
Yeah, of course.
You just got to be biceps. That's it.
Yeah.
I think it does get to a point where it's like.
I said to Brandon,
gone too far.
You could do like, you could spend a year in the gym and make yourself look all night good and whatever.
Yeah.
Or you could go do a year's manual labour and you're going to be stronger than the guy who's...
That's true. That is proper dead on.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. That guy could bench press more, but in the real world...
It's not practical.
Yeah. You're never going to be like, oh, log's got on my friend. Can someone just prop it up on the bench for me?
So I can...
Yeah, just... Right, and then I'm going to pre-workout, like, you know what I mean? Like,
spot me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm dying here, mate.
You know what?
I need a spotter.
I've got my routine, man. I've got my routine. I've got to have a salad.
That's a really good point as well, and I've got like first-hand experience from this loads from boxing.
Yeah.
Because the classic thing is, and it seems to happen more in MMA than boxing, but locally, obviously, it happens in all sort of fighting things. But you'll get a guy who's like not that confident.
Yeah.
They'll go to the gym, they'll get muscly, they'll get loads of tattoos.
Yeah.
And then they'll think they're hard.
Yeah.
And they'll be like join either MMA or boxing.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like.
So they get dominated.
Well, no, but I'm not the best guy ever at all. But I've literally like. I'm not when I spar with people and that, I'll go whatever level they're going at. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I haven't been fucking beaten up in sparring as well, but. There's been a lot of times where like there's a guy who's like taller than me, more muscular than me, got a really nice haircut, got really expensive sports gear, and like I said, got plastic like sleeves on, got that Under Armour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like when you look at him, even me, like when I look at him, I'm like fucking hell, he's that bit of like looks like a
tank, a
bit of a tank.
Yeah.
And then you spar with him, and it's just like it's not even the fact that I'm better at boxing; it's just the fact that their muscles aren't good at punching.
No, they're just good at doing that.
They're good at doing whatever exercise they do. You know what I mean? And it's just like if you if you train punching, for example, you're going to get better at punching. You train running, you're going to get better at running.
My thing was...
Weights improve your muscles to a certain degree and help, but I think people get fixated just on that.
Yeah, my thing was...
If you want to look good, fair enough, isn't it? They get more, like, the amount of people I've beat up that definitely have got more pussy than I've got. Like, it's probably astronomical. So, like, it depends what you want in life, I suppose, isn't it? So,
my one, the perfect example is Abe, who's like, he doesn't go to the gym, but he's dense. All he does is like body weight stuff, so he'll do like press ups and like pull ups and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, you play football with him, he's agile, he's fast, he's got good coordination.
Run forever,
Yeah. Oh, Abe's a fucking baby.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen him now? He's actually...
Has he got bigger?
Have a look. Go on.
Even chilled Cine Abe, like, he was still very dexterous. Like, if it comes to like climbing up something or like jumping through a hoop, or, you know what I mean? Like
that, man. Yeah, because it was the cat, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was the cat in the workplace.
It's a lot more practical.
But no, that's really good points though, because it's like you get a lot of guys that actually go in gyms and it causes a lot of problems for the gyms themselves.
Yeah.
They'll go in and they'll like yell, and then on top of that, this is the most common one. They drop the weights.
They never put them down.
They don't put them down gently or softly. They literally drop them. It echoes through the whole gym, and it causes so many problems where they have to soundproof the whole gym continuously, because obviously a lot of the time people live above gyms and stuff. But yeah, again, it's just like a fucking hell.
See what I mean? It's dense now,
and it's all practical. That's something.
But yeah, he's got my outlook on it. Like, you want to be like, like manual labour sort of. You know, like,
well, I said,
strong dad, like, you don't want to be, like, for me personally, I wouldn't want to be one of them guys with fucking hench six-pack, no body fat, and then having, like, these arms that have got to a point where...
You have to walk around like this.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
even, again, going back to Cineworld, I remember there was a classic weight building couple that used to come in.
Yeah,
and that's the guy who looked like Super Saiyan, and then his birdie was like, what, man, like, yeah. And I remember, anytime they used to go up to bar, the guy used to get out of breath.
Yeah, because
he's not fit. Like, to have that much extra size, your heart
stays a lot harder.
Your heart stays. You can't exercise. You can make it like pump better, I suppose. But like, to get that big, you ain't doing cardio often.
No,
you know what I mean? Or like even like Jamie, my housemate, when he was getting into weights, like if you watch like proper YouTubers and proper hench guys, like, you know what I mean, who are giving you advice to do stuff, their cardio is like walking or like jogging on a treadmill for like 15 minutes. And it's just like. That ain't. If you're lifting like 200 kg like every other day, and then you're just doing 50 minutes on treadmill, that balance is like. You know what I mean? So you're just putting so much strain on your body, even just walking around at that sort of size. Like the strongman and what's he called? The Beast, Eddie Hall, I think it is, the English strongman. Deadlifted the most thing ever. It's like bleeding out of his nose and like collapsed and stuff. It's just like. It's cool that he pushed himself that far. It's cool that a guy lifted like half a ton. You know what I mean, or whatever. But it's. At the same point, as actually being healthy, that gets mistaken for being healthy.
Well, no, this is it, because but a lot of the strongmen, they actually put their lives on the line, and they know it. A lot of them have got to the point of serious health problems where they might fucking die.
Yeah, they're eating too much. They're lifting too many heavy weights regularly.
Yeah, literally eating. I mean, we're talking like what?
4,000 calories a day.
Oh,
more than that. Yeah, probably like 12,000.
But not even just like healthy, as it were. Like,
it's just like meat and meat and meat and meat and
fish
ramen
and rice cakes and
fish. Literally. So I think, and when you look at, but boxing is a good one because like you need that explosive power, but it's also like a stamina game and like flexibility. Fighting in general, I suppose. And when you look at a lot of good fighters, Anthony Joshua being an exception really, because he's fucking hench. Like classic Marvin Hagler up there, or over there, because I'm clearly homosexual for Marvin Hagler. He's muscly, but he's not like he's like ripped in it. It's like skinny almost. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you see, he's practical. It's where he needs the muscle.
He'll be like, exactly.
He'll have big,
it's like back and shoulders. And stuff, exactly. And it's just like, and he was fucking badass, and he fought many guys. There's a classic fight he had with John Mugabe, who was like big. I'm gonna say he's from Zambia or Zimbabwe or somewhere, but like sort of looked like Wanayama. Spurs midfielder, like big, black, like proper Danish, muscly guy.
Akinfenwaist waist.
Yeah, sort of like that, less over the top than that. But still, like, big. And it was that thing where they were both like trading shots or whatever. But 8-9 rounds into the fight, when it started getting into the stamina game, it doesn't matter how big and strong you are and how hard you punch. The last thing you ever want in a fight, or any sport, but especially in a fight, is to get tired. Because as soon as you're tired, it sounds weird, but not only do you lose the speed and the accuracy in that, but you lose anger.
Yeah.
You lose that want to win.
Is there like
it's
the end now?
When you see marathon runners, they don't look like they're like gonna like live for their life. They're like they're almost like zombies. You get to that exhaustion state. You're like a zombie, and that's like that you want to be as switched on as possible.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really good little point. But I think do what you want to do. Like I said, there's plenty of guys that just train to look good, and if they want to look good and get puss, they're probably doing that. So fair play to them. Like, you know what I mean? But mine's always been the opposite, where I've had that experience in gyms of like, even just the little stuff like when I'm on punch bag.
Yeah.
And it's almost like non-physics. If it doesn't really make too much sense, but like these guys are bigger than me, musclier than me. But I'm hitting the bag harder.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah. You can hear it and see it, and it's just like, and it's not because I'm like freakishly strong. It's not because anything like that. It's just because I've just trained boxing loads.
Yeah.
And punching loads, and I've done stuff that only really encompasses that.
Yeah.
And they're guys that have like, they do boxing for like half hour in the bag in between their like 7 hours of the week.
The squats.
Yeah, or whatever other shit they're doing.
Yeah.
And it is a really weird one. Like, well, tennis players as well. Tennis players are super fit.
Yeah.
And most of them just look normal.
Have you tried to play tennis?
Oh, it's hard.
It's hard work,
yeah, exactly. But most of them, like if you look at Roger Federer, one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's
just like if you saw him in a bank behind the thing, you wouldn't be like, oh, he's jacked. You'd just be like, normal guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, if you think like cavemen, they probably weren't hench.
They're always made out to be, though, aren't they? You know,
Yeah.
That's just purely because it was early evolution stages, wasn't it?
I think they get a lot of that. A lot of cavemen get sort of mixed with Neanderthals.
So
who are like different people, I suppose. You know what I mean? They're like the guys with the fucking foreheads out there, and the massive forearms. Just
they were like gorillas, weren't they?
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's you know what? That's
gorillas are dense as fuck.
Oh, that's another.
They don't do squats.
Yeah.
They just live their lives out in the wild.
And you could get the biggest, world's strongest man with like a 17 pack.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Get super steroided up, and like a gorilla that comes up to his hip would just be like. And be like, you know what? Probably a chimp would.
Oh, chimps are crazy.
Yeah,
and they're not hench.
No,
you don't look at a chimp and be like, cool. That's
sometimes
there is a few.
Yeah, there's one on the Joe Rogan podcast, and it was basically it was a chimpanzee.
Was it like that alpha chimp in the group as well?
It was an alpha chimp, but it also started to get alopecia.
I think I've seen this one.
Because his hair was falling off, you get to see how dense it was.
Yeah.
And it looked scary because it looked like a weird. Sort of looked like a ghoul from
yeah.
You know what I mean, like a zombie person.
I think that's probably because of the alopecia, where his hair was falling out.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, because you could see like more of his face and stuff. And literally, you see it walking around and it's just like,
just massive hench arms.
Literally, just super fucking hench.
Well, it's like when stupid people get them as pets.
Oh.
And they freak out, like rip your face off.
Yeah, again, that happened in America, didn't it? Some lady had a chimpanzee as a pet.
And her friend came round and it like ate her face, her friend's face.
Yeah, it literally ripped it off, like ripped her face off, and now her face is just like
gone. Yeah.
Jeez.
But they're super strong.
Yeah, man. And they like anger problems.
Yeah. They basically just become Hulk.
Yeah, it's the same reason to a much lesser extent dogs, but it's like when people get like massive dogs, and it's just like if you treat it well and whatever else, that's cool. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a nice dog, you know what I mean? But it's just that thing of like, but if.
Yeah, it could quite easily get your throat ripped out.
Humans go crazy as well. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying humans can't go crazy and do crazy shit, but you can reason to it. It speaks the same language as you. You know what I mean? Like, it's more safe to have people around you. Whereas any sort of animal, all it's got to have is that one moment where it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you've got like a chimp or like one of them big bear dogs, it's like, you better have like a powerful rifle.
You need to take it down quick.
That's the thing where like you hit a fucking chimp with a baseball bat.
It's just anger it.
Well, it's just gonna look at you and be like, so you wanted your balls ripped off, did you?
You like that face? It's gone now.
Pure like leather face.
Literally, yeah.
Lukey style.
Yeah, they're crazy. But yeah, no, that's the thing. I'll go back to it. I just think you're not gaining anything from. Well, all you're gaining is looks.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, that's it.
And I suppose if you did no exercise and was like lazy and didn't do anything, training like that still technically does make you
healthier.
You're going to be healthier. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's a bad thing, but yeah, it is a bit overhyped. And I think I've always had that with like, I wouldn't say jealous is the word, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
But being a guy who's like always been like good at boxing and liking that sort of stuff and always been into that. And it's just like, if you are out and about, most people, like guys and birds to be honest, assume that dench guy with the tribal tattoos is like the alpha guy there, or like the whoever guy, and it's just like it's only if you've actually done boxing or done MMA or even stuff like rugby. I mean, that's not even fighting technically, but when you play rugby, the big hench guy, they can't get anywhere near you.
Because it's faster.
Yeah, but not even just that, but if you're running super quick and you pile into their knee, they're down. You know what I mean? No, because it's like the milk float.
Yeah.
I always call it like a milk float thing, but like, you know, milk float's big, heavy and that, but they go slow.
Yeah.
If that knocked into you, it wouldn't actually like break your bones because it'd push you.
Yeah.
It's so slow. Like you know what I mean? It'd push you and you'd get out of the way.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you had like a speed bike
or a Ferrari.
Yeah, well not even a Ferrari, but even something as small as a crosser.
Yeah.
If a crosser was like and smashed into you, you don't get fucked. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but the weight and the size.
It's like a bullet. A bullet is not a big
even
thing.
More so. Yeah. It's the velocity of it.
Mm.
And I think that's the thing when like when it comes to fighting, at least anyway, like. It's the same as road safety. Speed kills.
This is the thing. I did Wing Chun for a bit.
Yeah.
And they said, because I'm quite bony.
Yeah.
They said your arms are brutal. They hurt when you're doing blocks. Because it's just like.
Oh, not even just that, but it's density.
Yeah.
It's another really weird thing that like, unless you do that sort of training, you don't really like come across it much in normal life. But density is a big thing. Like my brother's really fucking dense. He's like fucking wood.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's just like about some people. It's just bone density.
Yeah.
You can't train.
I used to literally bruise people's arms by the end of the session, and like there's a thing where you have to like hit your elbow, but my elbow, because I feel it's like a point, so it's just hurt people.
It's just but it's just it's just
oh shit, especially like on
that bit there, right there.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah, if you used to get into
it used to hurt people. Like, honestly,
elbows are nasty, man. Yeah, elbows are nasty anyway. Like
Wing Chun's a horrible one.
I think the thing with Wing Chun, anything that's that practical is always nasty.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because realistically, if you're in like a street scuffle and someone's got a knife, you're not like, right, I'm going to subdue you calmly. You're going to be like, throat eyes balls.
That's literally what
literally like, throat eyes, throat. Make sure I don't die. You know what I mean?
There's no tournament in it.
No.
It's purely, basically what it was the idea. It was basically Chinese women, because China was so overpopulated back in the day. Yeah. Everything is close. And it's basically designed for women because a lot of them used to get like, I don't know, like abducted and stuff. In these big crowds. So it's all really close stuff, and you just like jam their nose into their brain and stuff, and like poke their eyes out.
It's practical, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's it's something to do with. I think the legend, but I think this is like dramatised.
Yeah.
But the legend is that it was some landowner took a lady's. Land off her, and was basically like bullied her out of it, and was just like, all right, if you can beat me in a fight, I'll give you your land back.
Yeah.
So she went to loads of monks, obviously in China,
and
she was like, I want to beat this man up. They sort of laughed at her, and he was just like, they explained
didn't
the
they
story.
try and teach her like Shaolin, but she couldn't do it?
Exactly. They tried to teach her Shaolin, she couldn't do it because her body wasn't able to do it because fucking trigger warning, she was a woman, and but then she explained the story of what happened, and they were like, all right, and they sort of like made a martial art that a woman can do, that like basically something that doesn't take big muscles or anything like that, but it's just like you can use your movement really. Well, just little stuff like Paul said, if you jam your hand up to someone's nose, you don't have to be 15 stone. You don't have to be muscly. Like that is such a quick, easy motion to fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? Like
literally, there's like bits where you literally just palm their throat and stuff, and it's just like that's gonna, no matter what happens,
100%.
crushes someone's throat.
And
go on.
I was gonna say the throat is the classic one as well.
Yeah,
that was one thing because we used to do it with my sister loads, like being like two older brothers that boxed and that. And my sister, we were protective. So we used to do loads of like boxing stuff with her, and she was pretty savage to be honest. She was like quite a butch girl and she got girly. But at the same point, even though we've done loads of boxing stuff with her, and she actually for a girl at least anyway, she's pretty decent. But we was always like, but if anyone ever actually tries to doctrine that, literally just chop in the throat. Yeah. Because or throat or eyes. Yeah. Because the thing that I think a lot of girls always get taught by people who don't have to fight.
Kicking the balls.
Yeah, but that's the worst thing to do because it could put them down. Yeah. But it could also just be like, I've been hitting the walls before and it hurt and I felt a bit sick.
You're really angry.
Yeah, but then I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like you just want to be like, you just hit my walls. Whereas like if you can't see because your eyes are fucking gouged, or you can't breathe, what are you gonna do?
It's like,
you know what I mean? Like literally, it's just like the two things. Where it's just fucking go for throat and eyes, man. Always throat and eyes. And 9 times out of 10, anyone who's got that weird predatory thing to go after a girl anyway, after they've had a bit of like resistance, let alone a throat chop. Exactly. But anything like that, they're just gonna fucking long it off anyway, aren't they? No. She's from fucking Cambodia.
Yeah, you said she's like built a school or something.
Yeah, they've built. No, she hasn't. They've got like builders out there doing it. But they've built all the electricity lines from the nearest town to the spot. They've got like a little bridge built, and then I think they're just at the moment now got all the foundations built down for the school. Yeah, but that's definitely a cool thing. Like I'll have to go out there at some point.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Back to Wing Chun again, or martial arts. Look at Ip Man when he fights the boxer.
Yeah,
he's gonna be dominates him.
Yeah.
Well, no, at first he doesn't.
That's more because it's movie.
You had to even.
I think it's more the other way around as well, to be honest, because Wing Chun is quality, and maybe that story was true, like that particular one.
Yeah, if you're good at it. If you're just some random person who's done like a few classes.
Oh no, not even just that. But I think the difference between boxing, like if you used to get the Wing Chun master, whoever it is now, like if you used to like do a tournament, get the best guy, and put him against the best boxer of that size, but I think the boxer would rip him apart. And it's not because I think boxing's better, Wing Chun's better, but it's the fact that, like you said, there's no boxers compete.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah, there's no tournament.
Yeah. And they're sparring with guys every day, and they train every day, and it's like a martial art is not.
Yeah.
Whereas boxing and kickboxing is a sport, and if you look at like how fit Ronaldo is, or how fit even just looking at Mike Tyson, I wouldn't like to think any martial artist.
Well, I saw a video of him recently, and he's still like. He's still a strong bloke.
Of course he is.
I can't remember what it was. He was like in a bar or something.
I saw that one. Where he was still fucking fast.
He was like shadow boxing, but he was still rapid.
And he's a unit as well. It's just like, but if you take him in his prime, it's just like, and he's not even the best boxer, but if you just take him as a thing, it's just like, because of that competition, it's not necessarily that boxing's good, but because of that competition he's had from such a young age and continuous and working and fighting good guys, learning from it, that is like, that's how you get truly hard. Like, you can't, or Mayweather's a good example because it's different, but Mayweather don't really knock a lot of people out. He's really good defensively, so people don't assume he's that hard.
He just got stamina.
Oh no, but the main thing to get that good, he's had to fight
a lot,
so much. So he is hard. Like there's a fight he had, and it's a different kind of hardness, not like knocks loads of people out hardness, but he was still quite young. I think young 20s maybe. And I think he defended the belt twice. Yeah. He broke both his hands in like by the 6th round. Oh shit! He was crying in his corner like both of my hands are broken. Yeah. And his dad was just like, "We just got to win. Like you just got to get out there and win."
They just got banded him up.
They can't because the gloves are already on.
Oh,
you can't undo the no, literally. But then he just fought the rest of the fight and beat the shit out of the guy. And at the end of it, like when he got the thing, it was just like, yes, I won. And it's just like he fought like 8 rounds with 2 broken hands. Yeah. It's not like he was running away, being like survived. It was just about just
that was a similar thing. Not to do with boxing.
The mental toughness, innit?
Like, yeah. That was motorbike racing. This guy crashed, and I think he shattered both his wrists and one of his knees. Yeah. And he picked his bike up with his broken wrist, got on it, and won the race.
Yeah, man.
It's mental.
And I think that's different as well. Like, for all the physical stuff that we're talking about, I respect that more. I respect Crocodile Dundee. Yeah. Just that super cool fucking just like hard mentalness, isn't it? Like, it was just like that, because that beats anything almost as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like the Rocky thing, isn't it? But it's just like, if you can just keep getting up, eventually the other guy's going to get tired. Like, you know what I mean? As long as he hasn't killed you yet, and just having that super eye of the tiger mentality.
What was it? I was watching this. It was a Shaolin monk, and you know, like they like basically punish their bodies.
Yeah.
And he decided, I want to do boxing, and he just learned boxing. He was really bad at boxing, because he was just so accustomed to getting like punched and shit. He just like stood there. He was like the guy just battering him in the head, and he's just like just standing there.
I've seen that same guy get knocked out hard a few times as well. Yeah. But no.
And then he get back up again.
Yeah, you know. But he's to be honest, he's a cool guy, and you could tell he was so like. He was definitely a monk. Yeah, when like the Chinese guy that shaved his head, he was just like, he just was, you know what I mean? When you had the interviews afterwards, he didn't really know what to say. It was just like, yeah, that's fucking classic.
That's made a light bulb go in my head now, because now I'm sitting here thinking with everything you guys are saying, and I'm starting to realise that mental strength and respect, that's what makes you tough. Do you know what I mean? Because you could be against the toughest guy in the ring, and he could be the best fighter maybe you've got in the ring with, but if he's a full-blown dickhead, and he eventually makes that mistake, and then you somehow win that fight.
You know what it is?
There was a big one. There was 2 boxers, and they was having the pre-fight interview thing. Yeah. And this guy's like basically just being a complete arsehole to the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
And the other guy's just like just being normal and like quite respectful. Yeah. The other guy's just like, "Oh, you're a wanker," blah 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 in his face. And they get in the ring, and big mouth man just got completely fucked.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is it's the same reason Conor McGregor can't get to that top level.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose he did or whatever, but in my like, if anyone who knows MMA properly, like he's like a B fighter maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
who's that guy? It's like
Khabib, maybe? Oh no, Roy Jones Jr. maybe.
Nah,
Boxer?
MMA.
MMA.
He does a lot of like kickboxing. He likes to do kicks. And Muay Thai, I think he does a lot of as well. Pretty sure he's
It's not
Brazilian.
the guy who
like
broke his leg, is it?
Nah, he does a lot of like. He's just crazy fast. He's tall, black guy.
Oh, what you mean the stylebender guy?
And he just
Adesanya.
yeah maybe
Proper black.
Yeah.
No,
He kicks everyone to death.
he's from New Zealand, I think.
Is it?
Mm.
Oh, fair.
And there's another one as well. Yeah, like it. Big famous one. Who
Yeah.
wins like all of his fights. I can't remember his name.
But it's that humbleness where I think if you to get good, you've got to get beaten up.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. Like you don't get better unless you learn.
Yeah.
And guys that are like the classic one as well. I remember it was that fucking what's his name? It was my bad. I got like triggered, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
like it's not me being cool. But I remember it was the guy that used to work at Cineworld, the Asian guy. And not Oriental Asian, but like Middle Eastern Asian, or maybe like Turkish
When we
or
were
something. Nah, he was there before I was there, and he come in the group chat.
Oh, Hassan.
Yeah.
I
something
remember that
Yeah.
day.
I remember
That
just being a
was-
proper dick. I remember just I got triggered and it was cringy. I'm not saying it weren't.
Yeah.
But I remember just getting proper annoyed. It's like, you don't even work here anymore, and you're just like, you're using your free time to like bitch and be cool and be like, I'm snooty because I'm too good for this place or whatever. And being well cringy, I was just like, just like offered him to go do some sparring.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to beat him up and like, nice to go to prison. He seemed like quite muscly, and that's how I thought I'd go for it.
Yeah.
And he said something about like, I don't need a gum shield.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you don't. That instantly makes me know he's a pussy.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, if you've actually sparred against good guys to get good, you don't want to have broken teeth sparring. You don't have no teeth. You don't have like, you want to be as protected as possible. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and anyone that's like, I've never been hurt, I've never been this, it's like, it's because you've never fought anyone hard. If you've never fought anyone hard, you've never actually got good at anything. You know what I mean? Like Messi's had shit games, Ronaldo's had shit games, you know what I mean? Roger Federer's lost at tennis, you know what I mean? Like, all the greats, you sort of, even Mayweather, undefeated record, but that doesn't mean when he was 14 and he was sparring against men, he didn't get beaten the shit out of. He just lost before he turned pro, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't like Floyd Mayweather. He's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. I just don't like him.
Oh yeah, not do I. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, sorry, just real quick on Floyd, but the thing is with Floyd, it gives me, I still don't like him, but it gives me more respect for it.
Yeah.
But he was like, really good still. It was like one of the youngest ever champions that defended it loads. And he wasn't making much money because he's really defensive. No one wanted to watch him. So he made that persona of being that rich dickhead guy. So people would pay pay-per-view to see him get knocked out because they hated him.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's smart.
Because basically he done Money Mayweather. He used to be called Pretty Boy Floyd. And then he changed it to Money Mayweather as soon as the recession happened. So everyone's poor and the recession's happened.
And he's like, I'll take millions of dollars.
So everyone would pay for the pay-per-view to see him get beat up.
And he never get beat up.
And then he would just beat him, you know what I mean? It was just like every
fight.
fight.
You get all the money.
And it doesn't matter who you're rooting for, it's all about the sales numbers. You know what I mean? So like there were people who were always rooting on the other guy, like, this could be the guy that finally beats up that fucking prick. And every time he's just like, they'll beat me up this time. Making bare money.
And he's got like over a bill.
he's
I'd imagine he's probably got quite over a bill,
I really like Manny.
Manny's quality. Massive calves for a boxer as well. Unbelievable, like sprinter level calves.
But he's very humble.
Yeah, he's super cool, man. He's really, really cool.
I used to feel that way about Klitschko as well.
Yeah, Klitschko's really cool.
Yeah, like...
Boring fighter, but super gentleman.
And the other one, Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
I kind of dig him as well.
I love Tyson Fury, man. To be honest, I love both the gypsies. There's him and there's another one, Billy Joe Saunders. And Billy Joe Saunders literally is from Hatfield.
Is it? Yeah.
He's like literally just down the road, and I think it's this weekend actually. It's either this weekend or next weekend. He's fighting at what is it? I think it's Southend. I don't know if it's Southend. No, Stevenage. He's fighting at Stevenage Football Stadium.
Well, a charity match.
No, it's like a full world title. And because he's from around the area, it's just like, I thought I'd do one, like local one. He's just like fighting it. Because Stevenage is like Division 1, they've got a big stadium, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like fighting there. And I love... Yeah, they get a bad rap, especially in this town, because there's quite a lot of them. And I'm not saying I love gypsies at all, or travellers, whatever you want to call them. But I love that sort of, when you do get ones that are quite charismatic and cool, it's that freedom they seem to have in how they are and how they talk, because they're not worried about police, they're not worried about if they look cool or if people already think they're a gypsy. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, so they don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? And I do like, I appreciate anyone that like genuinely doesn't give a fuck. What I was saying about that Tekken guy, YouTuber guy, like super nerdy, super cringy and that, but he knows it. And he doesn't give a fuck, he's not trying to be cool, you know what I mean? Like, and I like that about Fury and Billy Joe, like, they just do weird, silly stuff, and they say like inappropriate shit sometimes. But it's no different than what we would say. Just because we're not on telly, we have to be a role model. You know what I mean? We have all that kind of shit. Same with like loads of like political people or famous people, where like sometimes they say some horrible shit, but other times a celebrity, especially if it's like BBC, they'll say something that my granddad said multiple times. Something that's like jokingly racist, but not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, or say something that's like jokingly sexist, you know what I mean, or jokingly whatever, like where any of these sort of hot topics, but it is a pure joke, and they're like, if someone joked to them about their race or their sex about it, they would laugh because it's a joke. But because they're in the public eye, people are like, oh, such a bigot. Such a fucking.
It's like James Gunn, the guy who made Guardians of the Galaxy. Like put a tweet out years and years ago. Got fired from making Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because of it. It's like this was like 13 years ago, and you scrolled all the way through his Twitter to find that, to then now you're saying blah blah, and it's like he's a completely different person now.
Even little stuff, because a lot of people getting pulled on it, especially I've known a lot of sports players do, from the word faggot and calling someone faggot, or like you're being gay or being a faggot. And it's just like, I think the South Park episode described it perfectly, but it's like nowadays, maybe back in the day in the 80s, whatever, it was specifically targeted.
It was targeting, wasn't it?
But nowadays, if I call someone a faggot, like, there can be gay faggots, but I know plenty of straight faggots. It's more like being a gimp. That's what it translates to now. If I call someone a faggot, I'm not thinking they're gay. I'm thinking like, that guy's like an idiot or a bit of a gimp. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's what it is. And then even the word gay, I don't know if it's like a local thing. But at times it's just like something bad happens and you're like, oh, it's gay, man. I'm not angry against homosexuals. It's just a word that got used to, I think, where older generations used it as a bad word to them people. I just associated it as a bad word. You know what I mean? Like calling someone a dick or a prick or something. You know what I mean? So I just used it willy-nilly. And it's just
a weird.
Go on, man. But it's a definite weird one. I think if Mark's going for the Jaffa, I think we go on fucking tea break.
Tea break?
Fucking yum it up and then get back.
Indeed, that's a great plan.
Alright.
I got a weird one, and this is just based on never used the brand before. What's skin condoms like?
Best condoms I've ever used in my life.
Seriously?
Honestly, them skin condoms. Before I used them, condoms was an effort, and it was like having sex with some bird that I've never met before, and I don't want STDs just for like the sake of being like for 3 seconds. So I'd always like begrudge using condoms. I'd use them, but I'd always be like, and there's a few times, so thank God I haven't got AIDS. A few times I was just like, fuck it, just went balls deep. And like I said, there was always effort, but I read about them skins, and they were like more expensive than condoms, and I was just like, so I bought some, I was like, try them out, and literally, you realise you're wearing a condom. It's like, it's not like it's exactly the same as normal sex, but it's like 85% as good as like just going in fucking raw, and like there's like much more better, like less risk of being like
dying.
Ooh, syphilis. Hello there.
My peanut's gonna pop.
Exactly. So you got a little less of that.
Like you'd say,
and they come in a cool gold and black pack. So when you get them out, you're just like,
suave.
Are you ready for some executive sex times?
Executive.
Executive, y'all.
But you definitely argue that over Durex there.
Oh, by a mile. I've tried the ribbed ones, the super thin ones, the fucking extra safe ones, everything. Apart from that, there was a weird one, and I swear, I'm not trying to say I've got.
And then like a weird minty one.
Maybe.
I avoid tingle. That's the one that sucks.
But there was one, I think it's black or like dark brown. But I remember I came to your house and you used to have to get like a bag of free condoms from me. And then I remember like one of the first times ever, and it was just like mixed company. She said, what ones do you want? And I was just like, I don't know. And she was like, I'll give you like 2 of each one we've got. And I remember there being like either a dark brown or a black one. And it must just be for like small dicks. Because it was called like extra secure or extra tight or whatever. Not extra tight, but something like that, like extra secure. And I remember literally it was just like trying it on, and it was just like it was just like just pretty much only over my belly end, and it was just like, and I was just putting down and being like, just why would anyone like
enjoy that?
Well, yeah, like either like people just want it over their belly end, and they're some weird guys, or there must be a person out there, or like a group of people out there where that is like a condom to them. And all the other ones, as soon as they roll it on and they stand up, it just goes. And they're like, "Oh no! I told you to get the dark brown ones, Judah."
Bloody come off again.
Yeah, and that's the tip. Any girls watching?
I mean, the mic's not
if
on.
you take a really
oh, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
Sorry.
If you ever meet a really attractive guy, and you sort of go back to his place, and then he gets their condoms out, and it's just like a Durex, and it's either really dark brown or dark black. That's when you say, "Oh shit, I've got a wedding in the morning." Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, Chad.
Chad Chaddington.
I mean, maybe he might just be putting it on his finger. Yeah. And you could miss out on some good sex, but chances are he has got a tiny pecker, or he just wants to put it around his bell end, and you might risk some weird, kooky sex with possible STDs. But yeah, tip of the day. Alright, let's fucking yum this chop.
That's advice of the day right there.
Let's yum this. Oh, we're going for the big boy first.
Chopper.
It's not going to be nice. I can tell you right now it's not going to be nice.
I don't know, it looks like... Yeah. It's choppable though, isn't it?
It's very damn
fully choppable. You know what? I'm going to go...
Bigger than my head. That's a big old load.
Big old
for $1.99.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Definitely like RPG size.
Wait, it looks like little tiny Swiss rolls, little mini rolls.
Get the chopper! Alright. Let's do this let's get this choppable, baby.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's get a little ash on there. Wait, what's inside it?
Clothes.
Dirty clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not so bad then.
Yeah. It smells like it's slightly healthy.
Does it?
Which is not promising.
I bought it purely for the size.
Oh no, it's definitely choppable. Like,
oh, smells very
you know, like when you buy
plain.
stuff. Yeah, if you ever go to like France.
Got a little saltiness.
Yeah, if you go to France or Germany and you have their stuff, and it's just like if you ever eat European chocolate.
I mean, somebody like.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, it tastes like goop.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you have like a proper nice dairy milk bar, you can taste all that sugar and shit in it. Yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? It's a fucking delicatessen.
Oh, very nice. Right.
So this is...
I say chop through the pack.
Yeah, just straight hardcore. This is...
Special price. Delight.
Where is it? $1.99, special price. Delight Carmen's, or Carmen Delight.
Carmen's
wonderful
Cake Zone.
Company called Cake Zone. It's even got a little, like, Victorian lady on the side, just bawling, just chilling. I'm going to try this shit.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, look, she's
That's
just on the side, just like...
That is common.
Check.
No, she's like one of Spanish dancers.
That's what I mean. Making fucking Cake Zone.
Yeah, that is common.
But yeah, it does. It smells a bit plain. It's fucking weighty though. It's weighty. You should feed a family of this. And that does almost make me feel like
it looks so much bigger now that you've got it out.
Yeah.
This is a dick out of a condom.
Literally, the very first thing I thought of, especially with my hand, was just like some sort of like rhinoceros. The bestiality
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, just like. Oh, stop it, Ryan! Stop! Alright, enough bestiality jokes.
Fuck, that looks juicy though, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's what the female rhino said. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, it looks good, nice spongy texture.
Dude, I see this.
And the good thing is, it's big enough.
I want to give it a little...
Well, yeah, go and give it a little squidge.
Oh, soft.
Like a soft spongy.
Soft, but literally spongy.
Yeah,
that is the definition for sponge cake, right?
Yeah,
that has got good sponge to it. It's big enough that I think
we'll be very bland.
We can all get a very good chop on it as well.
Yeah.
So I think best thing to do, seeing as there's three of us,
are we thinking
rather than the middle.
Oh, mate, I was thinking.
Oh, we should totally triple chop.
Yeah, we should definitely
triple chop this bit.
I reckon, yeah. If Paul goes right,
we got a message. What's it say? Who is it?
Is this the behind the scenes of Snatch?
Yes, it is.
If Snatch was about chopping cakes in half, then yes.
This was the scene that didn't make it into the movie.
Yeah. All right. So if you come around this side, it's your one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
If you come around that side, I'll come around this side, and we all use our right hands.
Should we move this out of the way?
It will make a loud bang, won't it?
Oh, of course. Triple threat. Yeah, triple threat.
Alright. Might be a little bit quiet because the mic's away, but we've got to chop this damn cake.
And we don't have knives in this town.
We only have fucking raw aggression technique. Right, so we're going to like this count of 3.
What is about to happen? Just you wait and see.
Basically, we've got a large plain cake.
Well, should we just... Here you go.
Yeah,
This is for Tony. Here you go, Tony. This is the cake. This is so.
Yeah, if you're new to the podcast, basically it's like a podcast. We chat about loads of random shit, but then we have the Yum Chum part, like in our title, where we try out food. But one episode we had a cake and we chopped it in half of our hands, and since then we just were like chopping shit in half of our hands. So we're gonna give it a triple chop.
You're gonna karate
yes,
chop
100%. Yeah, that's exactly that. But we're gonna triple chop it because each one of us are gonna karate chop the
long
cake.
enough too.
Yeah, it's long enough that we can all get a good chop on.
Yeah.
That's like when we buy cakes now. That's what we look for is good choppability.
It looks so funny in black and white.
Yeah. VLD chop.
Squish.
He's gonna follow us.
Oh,
good
man.
Chums, man.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Alright, let's do this shit.
We're
gonna do a
Hold
count.
on, what? Okay, yeah, do it.
What did you say?
He's gonna get more people in to see the chop.
Oh, cool.
I feel like we need like a zoom in. Should we get a camera like?
Gotta get a bit
I
closer.
don't know how much it will zoom. I don't even know if we can zoom. Let's check it out.
Could you imagine being a viewer though, coming in? And
Just see people just.
you have no idea what you've just tuned into, and then, alright.
Alright, Tony's kind of weird. He needs his friend to sit. Let us know when you're ready.
Yeah,
we're gonna prime our chop up and we'll talk some more shit. When your mate's in, we'll get to fucking cake chopping, baby. Don't worry about that. You've got beverage there as well.
You know the chops.
Nice one, dude. Thank you very much.
Suspense.
Most appreciated for the follow. I mean, if all we had to do was chop cakes to get followers, then damn.
Oh,
This is
man.
good business.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, man. We do try. Well, we don't try, but
Yeah, we try enough.
Yeah.
We buy enough large cakes and we all know it's a basic karate chop.
Yeah,
you know what, I might even go for the
the tiger.
What was that
the
laugh?
fingerless
French chop.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out because I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in martial arts they tell you to chop like that.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that. He wants some loud hiyas.
Hiyas.
Right.
One of you can do hiya. I'm gonna go for the proper, authentic, old Japanese martial artist guy of like. I think that's a good one. Like hiya's very like American, like hiya, like it's almost Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Whereas like true Japanese guy, it's more like. You gotta get that proper old man doing a pose.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you one of them, Tony, just for you and your mate whenever he turns up. Let us know when he turns up because I'm itching to fucking karate chop this cake as well. I'm happy to wait, but
we should do. But this is just this section.
yeah, like literally the whole podcast isn't just chopping the cake.
No, we should do a special episode where we just buy shit like cake.
Alright.
Hiya.
I'd say 25th because that's a quarter of a century.
Yeah.
We'll literally we'll just chip in and buy like 15 cakes. And then literally we'll talk for 5 minutes, smash cakes up, talk for 5 minutes. And like, because the karate chopping is good, standard.
Yeah.
I'm talking like elbow drop a ghetto. Diving headbutt off my bed onto like a fucking...
cheesecake.
To a cheesecake, yeah. And just do some full on... I've got that mace. Just do like mace ball bat. Or a fucking plum tomato. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But for now, we just sort of karate chop cakes. But
Yeah.
So basically, that's what's to come.
yeah.
Oh, that's gonna have to be YouTube special.
That's gonna be fucking incredible. I
Yeah.
can't wait. I want to do that now.
I can't
we might push it forward.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we're 11th now. This will be the
We're
11th one. Oh, well, official.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where's this dude's brother coming in? Oh, I say brother.
Okay, let's go. He said, I don't want to take so long.
we
Go
good.
ahead and beat that cake's ass.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
To be honest, this one particularly, there is beating to it, but it's also a delicate Japanese martial art way of just, like I said before.
Chop me!
I'm gonna chop it with my tongue. Alright, everybody ready? Focus G. If anyone in the chat can clip this, what's it called? Is it called?
Could you clip it?
Yeah.
Just at the right moment.
Yeah, just get a nice little fucking clip of this, that would be most appreciated.
Or if I'm worse.
Should title the stream karate chopping food. I've been here a lot earlier. Oh, Tony, we like you, man. You're good. Yeah. I'm assuming by the spelling of your name, you're man Tony, not female Tony.
Right, shall we?
We got to
need to get the perfect job.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? I was going to go that way, but I blocked the camera. So
there's a lot of calculations to this.
Yeah, I'm thinking just for
I need to stand.
Yeah.
I need to stand.
Are you going to go for a fucking...
Mate, I thought you was going to stand up on the chair.
I think rather than straight down, I'm going to go for like the cricket bowl thing. So I'm going to be like, oh yeah,
that's a good
come a bit round.
Yeah.
Right, what we'll do? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
But it'll be on the 4 effectively. So it'll be 3, 2, 1, chop. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like rock, paper, scissors, you go 1, 2, 3, bang.
Bang, yeah.
So it's going to be 1, 2, 3.
If we get in
chop.
sync and we all hit at the same time, fuck.
Well,
that shit's going to
man's got to do what man can do.
It'd be better if Tank Top Guy did an atomic leg drop.
Hold my Earl Grey.
Can you leg drop that cake like Hulk Hogan instead? I mean, that would be that's classic.
And then afterwards, just rip the top.
All I'll have to do though, and I don't have to get naked, but no. But I'm gonna roll my trousers up so I don't get cake on my because of trousers.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna also film for
yeah
purposes.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll give it a Hulk Hogan leg drop. Atomic. Is it atomic leg drop?
Yeah, that's what it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it atomic leg drop, and then once I've done that, I've got a feeling that I'm not going to be able to plunge it in half. I might be able to. If I do, then fair play. If not, we're going for the triple chop just to finish the job, Tony. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
We've got a job to do here.
What you gonna do when the tank top man runs by?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with the tank top man? It could go horribly wrong.
I feel like you're gonna get a broken leg or something.
Hopefully. That's what the viewers want. That's what they damn well get.
Give it you all, man. You can't do that on wrestlers promo.
You're coming after me.
Video, make sure you get the slow-mo on as well.
I'll make sure I'm not in the way.
Slightly more steady.
Shall I get this slow-mo?
Yeah. If I'm going to be atomic leg dropping it,
can you just do something just to test out? Oh wait, this is too slow.
That's cool. That's better. That's more steady. Right. I'm warning you now, Tony. I'm going to give it a leg drop, but at the same point, I'm not going to be able to jump much high. It's going to have to be more forwards plunging.
What if the old basket crashes?
It might then. Alright. Oh, this is probably going to go wrong, but I've been dared into it by random internet.
I feel like I need to be the guy that's like, alright man, I'm going to catch you once you hit it.
Alright, yeah.
Alright. I'm going to go Jeff Hardy style.
You did nothing to it.
I'm upset.
Surprised.
It was more like a scissor kick. I think where the chair was a bit wobbly, I couldn't fully commit to the atomic.
Pushed it. You bent it. Oh wait, no, look, he sort of cracked it in 2 little bits.
Each end of my leg. Just put a little look. I've got a little. It's exact width of my calf.
Oh, my leg.
Oh, that's powerful, man.
That's fucking amazing.
That's a good suggestion, Tony. That's a fantastic suggestion.
I can't. I watched it in live. I don't think I can do it.
Oh, we're watching it in slow-mo. We'll post this up on the channel afterwards. Alright, let's finish this bad boy first. Let's finish this bad boy. We're going for the triple chop now. Yeah, the cake didn't sell that leg drop at all. That cake's trying to get me fucking fired. He's trying to get me off the push.
It literally didn't do anything.
No, you can see that there's 2 cracks.
I mean, it cracked slightly, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the leg drop would have been a bit more atomic than that.
Yeah.
It was more of like a Ric Flair leg drop. Alright, triple karate chop. Let's get this. Let's get this.
Ready for the heels?
Yeah, so
oh yeah.
on 4. So 1, 2, 3, then chop. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Hey! That's a solid cake, man.
It just pushed through. Mark done a good one. He got some chop.
Mark done fucking
Oh, it's greasy as shit.
No. Oh, this is going to be so hard to show.
Wow, look, I'm used to that outro.
Going everywhere. Alright, that was much more impressive than the atomic leg drop. Mark, for anyone who doesn't know us, the guy on your right, he got the best chop. It's this side here. That's a full clean break. Pull down the middle bit, which just gave it a massive dent. And you can see where my leg got into it now more, because that's broken open a bit now. Either side of the chop. And then mine was pretty piss poor to be honest. Mine's just like... Mine just fucking squished down. It looked like someone's baked something wrong. But... Right.
It's the laugh.
This has to go on fucking
website.
Yeah, you know. It's the way I'm in slow mo, just like, oh no.
Alright, let's try it out. Now it's had my leg hair on it and all of our hands chopping on it.
I'm just going to take a piece.
Yeah, let's see what it tastes like. I've got a feeling it's going to taste shit. I'm not going to lie.
It's not good.
It tastes like leg drop. Shit. Let's go this back over.
It's alright.
It definitely tastes like leg drop, 100%.
It's not really much to it.
No.
It literally tastes like we're just licking some guy's leg.
No, let's compare.
I mean, it's leg size, so...
Let me try.
And Tony as well. Nice one for the follow, but also nice one for the leg drop. That
was a very good suggestion.
We wouldn't have thought on that on our own. Like,
I mean, I don't think I could. That's not very good.
I think he'd make himself sick, man. I mean, that shit.
It's not great.
That's rich as well.
Yeah, it's rich, but usually stuff that's rich is at least very chocolate or very something. But this is like just taste of rich leg drop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Ric Flair again. Just Ric Flair leg drop.
Instead of shouting out woo dice.
Poo.
But it's alright.
Yeah, like I can nibble.
No, it's not great.
Happiness. Although to be honest, yeah, definitely. We'll go for that as a second.
Yeah.
But what I will say, and I'm not gonna put the rating up because of it, but that is one of the most sturdiest things we've had.
I mean, it survived a leg drop.
It took 3 hardcore chops. It took some battle damage, don't get me wrong. But it did take a full on, like, that was less of a leg drop, more of like a, remember Booker T?
Yeah.
We used to do the scissor kick?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It's one of them. It took that pretty well. And I think if you froze it, could probably kill a man.
Definitely.
Froze it and just tonked someone with it in the back of the head. That would be KO.
Yeah.
You could wear it as armour and it would take a bullet.
Oh, mate, honestly, if you put that in the fridge long enough, someone sniped you and it'd just be like crumb would fall off and you'd be like, I'm gonna leg drop your ass.
I'm going for a 3.
Yeah, I think
I've decided mine, but just because of the comical value. But yeah, I'm going to go for a leg drop 4.
Yeah, leg drop 4. I was thinking 4 because the taste alone, I'd probably go with 4 and give it a 3. But on leg drop ability, sturdiness, and potential to be used as a weapon, I just boost it up to a 4 for me.
Okay, yeah.
As an overall utility for me.
Yeah, we'll go 4.
Yeah,
I think for it to be below 4, it needs to be proper shit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You know what? And we need to do that as well. The multiple cake destroying is going to be definitely a good one to do.
We need to have sizable cakes.
I also think like dog shit food. Everyone brings in a yum and it's literally just like
crap.
Like, just raw broccoli.
Yeah.
Fucking just like horrible. We just have to like.
Well,
because we finally got a 10.
We did get a 10. We got a hot cross 10 as well.
Yeah. So I think we need to definitely get ourselves like a 1 and a 2 because we ain't got any of that.
Yeah, low ones.
Even leg drop.
So this is a balcony roll max cappuccino.
I say we headbutt it.
It looks really nice to be honest. Alright. This is the balcony roll max.
It's probably sturdy enough to act like a dildo as well. It won't crumble, it would take you.
I think this one is a bit more breakable because it's chocolate coloured.
It's definitely smaller and lighter than the other one. It's not really the best party. I mean, we just casually leg drop cake. This one, I don't know, headbutt I think would be a bit much. possibly an elbow drop, I think wouldn't be a bad shout.
If you want to elbow drop it,
I'll give it an elbow drop.
Yeah, I might give it an elbow drop. I think this is definitely.
I might die, but
You can't give something a leg drop and then not elbow drop a cake. That'd just be. That'd be pretty
maybe the
ridiculous.
people's elbow, the chummy elbow.
Oh, instantly smells well nice.
Does it?
The other one, yeah.
So let's have a little sniff test.
Oh my god, look at that.
Oh yeah. No, it's got a little bit of coffee. Mine doesn't like coffee.
That's why I'm going to elbow drop it.
Coffee.
You've got coffee in you. I hate coffee.
That's one nice.
Alright.
We're gonna have to move the
slow-mo this as well.
Yeah, move the other.
Do you want me to? I don't know how to do this, man. Because it's quite small, so the area drop is quite bad.
No. I'm thinking top rope is not necessary. I think it's more a case of like you wanna like sort of swing your leg out and be like, come down.
It's the best way.
You know what I mean? That's like a proper old school wrestling elbow drop.
All my years of watching wrestling is about to come in. It's like I might even do the jammy sort of like the Rock, man. Just
now make sure your head don't smash on the telly or on the.
Don't worry, man. It will land on the cake of softness.
Yeah, I mean that would shield some damage.
Yeah. Right.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, man.
Alright, Paul, say when.
And what I'm saying is just you clear your head of all thoughts and just think Ric Flair.
Woo!
Right, you ready? Man. Yeah. You fucking tonked it.
That's a strong one as well.
Yeah.
I just. It's so soft as a pillow! Holy shit! Lie on
that
that.
cake got tunned as well.
Seriously, lie on that. If you ever go camping, use that as a pillow.
You literally split cardboard in half. Super elbow drop power.
Well,
so basically,
if you're a WWE fan,
it's got completely condensed. Like, I mean, it's pretty solid to the touch. If you touch the outer layer, you can tell that's quite hollow. With that middle bit now, it's like solid. It's like
seriously,
concrete.
put your head on it. Just rest it on there. That is a duck feathered cakey pillow.
It's fantastic.
It's like almost like.
Do you want to see slow motion?
Head on
It's got to be. By the way, any of our slow-mo cake destroying, we will put up on our Discord afterwards.
I actually don't know what I did. I did.
I made it powerful.
So
you was more committed than I thought you'd be.
Is this slow mo as well? Oh shit, here he goes.
Are you good now? You got to fudge it hard as well.
I can't. Oh my god.
Oh mate, guys, anyone who's in this chat now, when you watch this video, honestly, it's fucking hilarious.
It's the way I built it up as well.
Condensed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
look at that turn though. It's like I've been wrestling for years.
I'm trying this elbow to take out.
Oh, that was the best thing I've ever experienced in my life.
I didn't think my elbow drop would compete with that leg drop.
No, it's true. And it's good because I think if you jumped, it would have been more like clumsy. You know what I mean? That was a solid technique of like.
This is like the Trinity.
Fuck man! All right, let's try this coffee cake.
It's a lot less coffee than.
Is this a mix of so it's like normal milk chocolate on the outside and then white chocolate chip?
Looks like it. It might even just be like
chocolate chip on top. It's quite coffee. It's very good though.
And tiramisu is more coffee like though. This is a hint of coffee.
Do you know what? In comparison to what we had the other day,
It's nicer, isn't it? It's more like a chocolatey treat than a coffee treat.
But it's not strong as well. Like the other one actually tastes like a coffee powder in it.
Yeah. That's good.
This is subtle.
How did you break off one sliver?
Yeah. You broke the bubble.
I don't know how I broke the bubble.
Clean in half as well. It's like a paper tear, like. The precision of elbow drop.
You've got to do the next one that we do, man.
Diving head drop.
Diving headbutt is a classic.
I feel like if we have one of these, I can stop.
Just full on butt it.
Or like a classic for like the bigger wrestlers. When it
Like a seat drop, a Rikishi bomb.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I was thinking if you literally were to like
I think this will damage me.
run up and then sort of jump up and then just land on your back, I'm pretty sure you'd kill, like you'd hurt yourself. So.
Or get 2 of these and figure 4 leg lock it.
Or another one, you can come over the cake like that and then just jump up and land on your butt.
You could, but I don't know how much of that I want to eat.
Yeah.
It's one thing my calf hair.
Yeah.
Elbow juice.
That was
Bomb
good.
crack is. I mean, not great, but 50 quid, 50 quid.
Oh, that was good.
That was fucking fantastic.
Mm.
That was the most overall dexterity of attacking food I think we've done so far.
That one took two attacks.
That took a full-on off the top rope leg drop, plus 3 men giving it a fucking Japanese hunkai chop. And then that was a solid elbow drop. That had a harder impact than my leg drop. You probably come down rather than just dropping. You was like pulled yourself down into an elbow drop.
No, but look, the thing is as well, I didn't hurt myself and I almost landed properly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just.
I mean, you had a nice pillow.
Oh my god, I didn't want to get up, man.
Yeah.
If I was a boxer in the
He's
ring
gonna
and
take
I
it
came down to a fucking soft cake pillow, I'd be like, fuck the fight. I'm like, you want me?
This is a nice one. This. I like this.
Yeah. I think it's really nice in comparison compared to that as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying now. This is where we need that white one. I'm trying to remember what I gave tiramisu.
I think you gave it a 6. I'm pretty sure you gave it a 6, possibly a 5.
I think I gave it a 5 because you didn't have coffee.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this says a lot then, because I don't like. I mean, I like coffee, but I'm sensitive to it.
Mm.
I find if I drink coffee and stuff, I can feel a bit sick.
Mm.
But I'm gonna give this a.
I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I was thinking elbow drop 7.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Elbow drop 1. Dude, it's been going 7 years. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah,
They've changed the actor 7 times.
I'm gonna go for just a run of the mill 7.
Yeah.
It's not like an impressive 7.
Yeah.
But it ticked every box of being nice.
Yeah, it was
Nothing
sweet.
special, nothing great, but it was
Okay.
just like it was a thumbs up. It was a definite thumbs
Oh,
up
yeah,
7.
yeah. Hands up. Hands up. Hands down.
Alright. So we yummed it. We've had a brief talk about topics.
We've elbow
We've
dropped.
slow-mo leg dropped and elbow dropped
Yeah, that's a good
with
point.
a triple karate chop. That's pretty impressive. But I think if we link on to now and we go for story of the day,
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
technically mine is from yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
And I could have lied to people watching, but I'm going to be honest, it was from yesterday.
Yeah.
And I spoke to you
Good
about
luck,
it.
honestly, yeah.
But we had some guy
Oh, God, yeah, I actually don't remember what you were
turn
saying.
up to a job interview, and basically we just don't want people there that are like, we need someone that drives first of all, because we need to get in lorries, and that's regardless of what my company needs to have when we need to give to hiring people. But we was like, we're just going to give them like a basic, really basic maths thing, just to see like how they are under pressure in an interview and how if they like can do basic maths. And James, who's like my superior, like the manager to me, he's like, all right, if we do 6 times 7 plus 1, he's like, it's basic maths, but it's not like 1 plus 1. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's just like, if they answer it, even in like 30 seconds, we give them benefit of the doubt, pressure of an interview. You know what I mean? Or whatever, all that kind of stuff. Like, they've got to work it out or whatever. But just so then, like, whatever. We had an interview with some guy, and he basically took about 3 to 3.5 minutes. Which, if you're sitting there waiting for an answer of someone, it's a long fucking time, especially in an interview scenario of just near silence and him just looking in the air, being like,
the eyebrows.
And then he got it wrong. So, like, basically, 6 times 7 is 42, and then plus 1 is 43. And I forget now. I think I said to you about it, but it was off by enough. Like, it was off by like 4 or 5, whatever it was off by.
Yeah.
And it's
just
just like
40.
So yeah, that was it. Yeah, and it was off by enough that you were just like, if he said that number and he said it bang as soon as we asked the question, I'd be like, all right, maybe just I don't know, had a brain fart, whatever. Yeah. But it's the fact that he thought about it for a hell of a long time. Like 3.5 minutes is a long time of just thinking about a maths thing.
Yeah.
And then to get it like quite wrong, and then literally after that point in the interview, it's just like we just couldn't be bothered. We've been going through the motions, but it's just like we just can't even I couldn't work with that guy and every day be like.
I was going to say, was that sort of like a question to sort of figure out problem solving? So it's like
basically, the way we worded it, or the way James worded it was, because a lot of the stuff where we got like building pallets up and that like standard warehouse job, he was like, if something's in row of 6, like 6 boxes, and it's 7 boxes high, and there's 1 extra on top, so it's like 6 times 7, 1 on top. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, okay.
Just so because when you're building pallets, having that sort of in my head basic maths is just easier when you're. If a customer orders 52 or something, you don't have to be like 1, 2. You can just be like 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I mean it's times tables, isn't it? It's pretty standard. And just how long he took and for how like terrible it was, and loads of other stuff as well. I was like, he was quite a young guy, and I was like, what were you up to? What would you get into? And he was just like, not much really. I just what was it? I want to be a master engineer, and this was after he couldn't do 6 times 7, and I was like. Master engineer. So you've applied for this warehouse job. You can't do 6 times 7, and you want to be a master engineer. I'm afraid it's a no from me. And then we did because he seemed quite nice. We both felt quite bad. And James, who's like I said, like the manager guy with me or above me, and he said probably like a classic good thing to say, which I'm going to use anytime I interview anyone else. It's just like. It's not actually up to us, it's up to the directors. We're like, so good luck, best of luck. And it just means you're just like, I feel bad because it's me that's going to say no. Okay. So that's my story of the day. Guy can't do 6 times 7 and wants to be a master engineer.
No, but that's the thing, like, you've got like your sort of primary school sort of
easy
nostalgic, where it's like, if you struggle with your times tables, think about the finishing point. 10 times 6 is going to be 60. So all you've got to do, if it's 7 times 6, take off 3 lots of 6. That's like what? 42?
Yeah, standard.
And that took me what?
Mate, honestly,
but people forget that school.
All you got to do is think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's 42. 6 times 7.
Yeah, you know. There you go, man.
But it's just like there's so many ways he could have got around that. Like honestly, if he would have got his fingers out and was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and got to that number. I would have at least been like, well, at least he did it. But the fact that he literally spent 3 minutes just being like...
What was his answer?
I think it was like, it might have been 40. It was a good number off. If it was like 1 off because of the +1 or something, maybe. But it was enough off that if you spent... To be honest, if you spend 3.5 minutes, you should get it right every time. But it's a good little thing of like, not only is it testing if he's like good at problem solving or maths or whatever. But it's also that under pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like someone in an interview is telling you to do maths and you didn't realise it because you're going for a warehouse job. But man, 3.5 minutes.
It's like thinking on your feet, isn't it?
Yeah. I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it, and I was genuinely shocked. Like for a long time after that, I just kept thinking, and I would go around and tell people in the warehouse and just be like, "What's 6 times 7?" And people would be like, 42. Yeah. That was the average time. You know what I mean? Like just like think about it for a little while. Yeah. 42, you know what I mean? 10 seconds max.
Yeah.
And that was like everyone. And like, I'm not saying I work with like geniuses. I work in a fucking warehouse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I thought, and I was going through loads of weird thought processes where it was like, oh, maybe it was because he was nervous. And then I was like, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the difference between 10 seconds to 3.5 minutes is massive.
Yeah.
Even if you doubled the time or tripled the time because they're nervous, like that's 30 seconds. That's nowhere near 3.5. I was just like, no, I'm glad.
Because you could have been like, do you know what? All right, mate. What's 8 times 7? Or 8 times 4?
Yeah.
And then if you did it again and got it wrong, man, fuck that.
It's just, and the main thing is, if you're in that situation where you need to rely on people to do stuff, and all the time he's working with you, you just remember that interview.
Yeah.
And everything he does, you're just like, I better double check it.
Yeah.
I better check it 5 times. Better check it 42 times.
My story today was, today, took my friend to work, Kai. I don't want to use first names, but we'll do it anyway. Kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that like you done the full game?
So yeah, we up to work and we're just like at these traffic lights. And all of a sudden I just see this thing fly towards my car. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was one of them bollard things in the middle of the road. This van had to swerve out of the way of this car, smashed into this bollard. That went flying across the road towards my car. He hit the speed sign into one of them boxes. Literally, the van, like, imagine it's just stopped, so it's like still like leaning forward. As it's leaning forward, he jumped out and he like, run up to the woman and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I'm sitting there at the traffic lights with red lights, like, what the fuck? But I just heard this massive smash and me and Kai are just like, what the fuck was that? It's crazy, yeah.
What did he run out to the woman just to shout her or whatever?
He's like, what the hell are you doing? Because basically, so what it was, he was going straight on.
Yeah.
And then she, instead of indicating, just slammed on her brakes.
Oh.
But also went to go left into the turning, and he just had to swerve, and because obviously she started turning in as well, he had to go wider, smashed into this middle bollard thing. That's gone down. The speed sign's gone down, and then his van's still going into the box thing. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this was like 7:30 in the morning.
Women drivers, eh?
Yeah.
Nah,
And then she just drove off.
No.
Yeah, afterwards, and his van's fucked. It's just sitting there on the side of the road, just like completely fucked.
Drove off.
She just drove off. I was like, wow. This is like 7:30 in the morning. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? I didn't get a number or anything, so I couldn't even give it to him.
No.
But yeah, it's crazy. I was just like,
Hopefully she don't get. There's enough cameras about.
Oh,
it.
yeah. It was literally like outside some like factories and stuff. I don't know if you've been to Chums a lot.
A few times. But
You know where the new McDonald's is?
Yes, actually.
It's actually literally outside that.
Oh yeah, they'll have CCTV.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Mitch.
Yeah, I remember there's this one crash that I saw that again was just, it didn't make sense. Like basically, it was sort of like one of those, just like normal roads or whatever. And this woman was driving down it.
Yeah.
And then she went to go around a mini roundabout.
Roundabout.
Jonathan Watt. No, but mini roundabout. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's gone to go round it, and then this is where it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So she's come round the roundabout, and kept going round.
What?
Across the road, up the curb and into the wall.
What the fuck? Why?
And I remember I saw it. I remember I was with my mum in the car at the time, and we saw it, and it was just, you just couldn't make sense of it. It was like,
How?
That's the exact feeling I had with that interview. It was just like all the the classic memes,
like
all the
cogs,
maths,
yeah.
then maths like to come up and they're like processing, and we're just thinking like all the possible reasons why like he sort of come to that conclusion and being like, no.
But like, how do you go like? Because the roundabout, obviously, you go around that way.
Yeah.
But she just went.
You know, she's probably just like, I've done this loads of times. I've got this covered.
Yeah.
While she's watching like, I don't know, Chums podcast, and I find just like, oh, the leg dropping.
Oh fuck, man.
That's so weird.
But I honestly, to this day, I just don't understand it. And whether she,
Do you reckon like just had a malfunction and just like
maybe
car
it was a car
steering
problem.
rack went?
But like, I remember she just she sat in her car. Like you could tell it was one of the moments where you've done something so stupid.
Just like,
Yeah, she knew she
fuck have I done?
That you're just sitting there like, oh fuck.
You have to. I think when you do something really stupid, you have to soak it up.
Yeah.
I think like one that I remember. It's definitely nowhere near the stupidest things I've done, but I just remember the moment of it. It was in City World.
Yeah.
I was jumping over the little barrier things.
Yeah.
And there's still people coming in. And out there, it was like, it weren't like closed, it was like there's a lot of people in the cinema. And then we're just jumping over and just full on stacking it like hard. It was like, bang, bang.
All the poles went down.
Yeah, and it was just like, I was like, if I stand up now and brush myself off, then like, do you know what I mean? Then it's really bad.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh no, he's stacked in, he's trying to get up. So it's just like, I'm just going to lie here. And it wasn't long, but it was like 6 seconds of just like,
shit.
just preparing yourself for like the shame. And then it's just like, no, I'm good.
I remember one for me as well. This is hilarious.
Was this the popcorn?
No, I mean, we can go on to that one. But no, this one, I was coming home. When was I working at Cineworld? So I was coming home one day. It was one of them days where I'd been on a fucking long ass shift. You know, I think it was like a
12, 10 or whatever.
Yeah, so you started off with kids club, you went all the way on to like 10 o'clock sort of thing. And when I was cycling home, I was coming through Sainsbury's, and obviously you've got two sides of the car park, haven't you? So I went past the first one, went past Sainsbury's, and was going up the other car park, and I was on my travel bike, which is the biggest regret I ever made.
Yeah.
Because you can't go fast on a travel bike and you have to continuously pedal. Like, you can't stop pedaling. And I really wanted to get home, so I'm pedaling really fast. And then somehow, my bike just maybe hit something in the road, I don't know, but it's basically just gone forward, thrown me over, and I've landed on my side, landed on my arm. Just fucking land on my knee, just fucked on the floor. And I remember just sitting there like, oh my God. And then some woman comes over and he's like, ah! And I was like, and she's like, did you hit your head? Did you hit your head? I thought you hit your head. And I was just sitting there like, I didn't hit my fucking head. But I remember just being like proper freaked out. And she like helped me up and was like one of them like, oh my God, you poor man. And I remember just being like really confused. And I remember just going, I'm fine. Like,
almost gives you slight paranoia that you did hit your head. You know you didn't, but when someone's like, oh, you're just like, maybe I forgot it.
Yeah, because it's like any time you fall off a bike more than anything, like, you never really know what you hurt.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
it's the classic when, I think the one for that as well, linking onto that is injuries that don't hurt until you see them.
Yeah.
And that's the classic. I remember all the time when I was little, especially with cuts.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, you feel something like hit you or nick you or something, but you wouldn't really think about it.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, playing out, doing whatever you're doing, like climbing up trees. And then someone would be like, oh, you cut your arm. And you look at it, and as soon as you see it, you're like, what stings? like you had it probably like an hour before, but it's only when you see it, and now you just like, when you put your t-shirt on it, you're like, ooh.
Oh, I had one.
God.
I don't know if you was living with me at this point. When I shut my finger in the door.
I think I might have
Basically, my dogs used to just randomly have fights.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing? So I was trying to stop them. Then I realised the door was open, so I tried to shut it. I was still like trying to hold the dog apart. And I slammed, there was like a sliding patio door, slammed it. My finger was in the door still, and it just slammed on it. And I was like, this is bad. I was like, oh, my finger's chopped off.
Instantly.
And I was just like sitting there for ages, my finger in the door, like, and then literally, I let me find a picture. It was fucking grim.
Sitting there for ages with
Just
my finger in the door. Now, and you know, I think that's the funny thing as well. Like, when people are like hypochondriacs and they go to like hospital all the time and doctors all the time and they're not that ill, but you know, like I know when I broke my ribs or when I had like proper stuff, but like you know when you're like when you've done something bad, there ain't no like, oh, I think I might have. It's just like, no, definitely.
Yeah.
As soon as it happens, you're like, yeah, something's definitely like done something real bad to my body.
Broken something or.
How do I look at pictures now on Facebook?
Deep.
I have no idea, man. Literally, Facebook now is like, it's good for like networking sometimes, or like, you know what I mean, like organising parties or whatever, but other than that, I barely go on it.
Going back to what you were saying about not realising straight away, did you guys ever have it where you'd be climbing a tree? And it used to be one of them trees that had almost like green dust on it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And when you'd like, I think the most common one is you'd stack it and you'd bash your shin. And then when you look at your shin, obviously you'd have that nasty graze, but then it'd have all that green stuff as well. That used to get me.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Did you just take a picture of your finger when it was all finger banged out?
Oh mate, it was fucking grim, yeah.
Do you remember that other time? This was hilarious. This is a hypochondriac moment, I think. I'd basically, I'm going to start it from how it was at the time.
Yeah.
I remember Paul was on shift with me, and we was just working away and stuff. And I remember looking at my arm, and you're going to remember this. And I had all these red dots on my arm.
Oh yeah.
And obviously I was just like, what the fuck is that? Because I couldn't recall that earlier in that day I'd basically lifted a heavy TV.
Yeah.
And all that was just the markings from the TV sort of thing, like the weight and the lift and that.
Yeah.
But I remember like Paul was a bit like, I don't know, right? Like we was both just a bit like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I remember we went and asked Russ, and he, I forgot what he said, but he thought it was
a panicky guy.
Yeah.
He said something that it could have been that would have been maybe quite serious or whatever. But
And meningitis, is it? When you rub the glass on it or whatever in it? Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like little things like that when you get markings and you don't know how you got them.
Yeah.
Or stuff wrong with your body that you don't realise until maybe later on.
You know what? I think I'm either just don't care about dying anymore, or I just like something like that, because I've got so many little things pop like that now.
Oh, mate.
I don't know how well they're going to see that in black and white.
Check this out, man.
But this is Paul's finger.
Sensitive imagery. Sensitive
After
imagery.
he shut it in the door. Look at
It
it.
just peeled my finger, and I was like,
He's got a bloody hole in his finger.
that was after a couple of days.
It looks a little bit. The where it's like punctured your finger. It looks a little bit like the chest exploders from Alien.
Yeah.
It looks like his mouth. It's just
It
like.
literally looks like the impact made it explode. Did you
Yeah.
have to
It
go
probably looks like a little alien chest. Imagine it in the mouth. If it had little eyes, just like.
That's in. Oh,
Did
you
you have to
exploded your finger, man.
Did you have to go to hospital, or did you just patch it up?
Because of the state of it.
Mm.
I don't know what finger it was. It was like I think it was my middle finger.
Wait, did it hit the nail as well?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that is
Fucked up,
busted. Yeah. The thing is with that as well. You can't even if you went to the doctors, they're gonna give you one stitch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No matter how brutal it is, it wouldn't have actually probably.
Yeah. Well, I was sitting there with that, and my finger in the door, just like ages like.
Don't fucking blame me.
Brutal, yeah.
And you know, innit? Like I said, as soon as you did it, you knew.
Yeah.
Because you've hurt yourself before when you've been like, they said, get hit in the shin or you get hit in the arm or something. You're like, oh, that hurts a little bit. When you've broke something or ruptured something, that's when your body's just like,
The thing is, it's not right. You kind of, I don't know why. When you just sort of injure yourself, it's not too bad,
Yeah.
and you're like, no, sorry, it's worse.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you
yeah,
like just cut your leg a little bit, you're like,
100%.
But if it's actually so bad, you sort of sit there like, and you kind of get to go, your body just goes numb.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline, I think. The
It's
adrenaline
like-
makes you like superhuman temporarily, you know what I mean? Yeah, when Cam broke my ribs,
Yeah.
I remember it was like, I kept catching him with left hooks as he was coming in,
Yeah, yeah.
and he got wise to it, and I was just sloppy and just kept doing the same thing. And he timed it so as my arm and my body was like open and most exposed, he come well low and dug to my body. And I remember it was like, because I instantly knew it was
Like
fucked.
Mortal Kombat, like.
Well, mate, it was proper, but the thing is, I just instantly I knew he broke my ribs. And I've never had them broke before, but it's just like, I've been hit so many times from boxing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've had even times where it's hurt or done whatever, but never had I felt like, just like, you know what I mean? And I remember just being like, almost like frozen stiff almost, because I remember just feeling the pain and being like, oh, just like only for like half a second or something, but just being like, oh. And he hadn't realised, so he'd been like, coming to my head, and I remember just like, feeling that like he'd hit my head and my vision was like looking that way and then looking that way, so it was like a stiff enough shot, but that hurt so much that it was just like, don't care. And he'd like, at that point he noticed that I just didn't dodge or do anything to the other headshot. I was like, you're right. And I was like, pretty sure you broke my rib, man. He was like, what do you mean broke it? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you broke my rib. Felt it, and then it's like, even now it feels the same, like that one smooths over and that one's like, it healed, because they can't fix it, so it just heals out, heals.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
I broke my ribs once, so stupidly. I was at a example.
Okay, yeah.
I was at a concert,
yeah,
and there's a massive mosh pit, and there's like these two massive guys. One looks like a giant like cartel Mexican ring lord.
Mafioso.
The other was like massive black guy. And they were like, and then a circle pit started happening, and I thought, being drunk and an absolute idiot, I thought it'd be funny to run the opposite way. Little did I know that these two were at the front of the circle pit, and I just went full sprint into them both.
I don't think any way you're going to walk into the way of a circle pit and not get smashed as well. Even if they're all small guys, enough of them will run.
I literally flew away across the floor, and I just couldn't breathe. And I was laid on the ground like,
oh, that's the worst one when when it lasts.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where it's just like, and then you get worried. You're like, shit, like I'm not going to breathe again. Like
the people I was with had to literally pick me up, and I was just like, as they picked me up, I was still like kind of crunched over, like.
See, my thing was, it was like the broken rib was so like sore and painful. Mine was the opposite. Like I couldn't go down because Cam was like, "Why didn't you just go down?" And I was just like, "No, because like the compression." Because it was that bottom one.
When you breathe in and then your ribs expand out, it's
like but even moving it like that,
tiny breaths, like
to start, I got used to it after a while, and it did hurt, but I just was breathing normally.
Yeah.
Just because it was more comfortable to do that, but it was more. I think it would have been more painful for me to go down and then you have to get back up. All that body movement, like going down and getting up. It was easier just to stand up and because it's all in line.
Yeah.
So I just stood. Yeah, I literally just stood there, just like, all right, let's go to the hospital now. Sitting in the waiting room in the hospital, just like super straight, just like and it hurt less like that.
Yeah.
And it was only when I had to like get down on the bed or something or lay down and move, it was just like, oh no, you've definitely fucked yourself.
Just had a nice little shout there, folks.
What's that? Hey, nice mullet. Well, thank you, guy. I do my best.
That was a Yum Chums special.
If you go back in our history, I actually cut that mullet.
Yeah, we cut that mullet live on stream, baby, and I've kept it strong ever since.
Country strong, man.
Yeah, basically, I don't do loads of sport, but I do quite a bit of sport. And I wanted long hair, but I didn't want to have to, like, A, braid it or tie it up loads. Or B, shave my hair off, so I went for the practical mullet.
It is practical.
Get nice and long at the back so I can keep my long hair, but then it never goes in my face or my eyes. So, fucking win. And I look damn sexy as well. Well,
Maybe that one's dubious, but the other point's definitely valid.
It does definitely help the leg drop skills.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you were here, unless you were ghosting, I don't know if you were here for the earlier leg drop and elbow drop and triple karate job, but they're all pretty powerful, and I think, the money definitely inspired them in some way.
100%.
Alright, so, we've done the talking, we've done karate chopping shit, we've done
some more talking.
We had a good little talk about topical shit.
We did.
I think, just to end it off, I'm going to say, fuck you, it's over. We're going to see you next time. But no, anyway, all the guys in the chat, thank you very much for coming. We're having a good time. I don't know if Stephen's still in the chat, but Tony... GG man,
top notch for the recommendations.
Thank you for the follow, and thank you for inspiring us for the powerful leg drops and elbow drops. Most appreciated, dude. Hopefully we'll see you next time. We do this every week. Anyone who is new to this, Friday nights, this sort of time, we'll be back on next time. We've got a YouTube channel which is just Young Chums as well, and we'll see you then. Take it easy, guys.
See you later, guys.
Peace out.
Good night, everyone.